Gnome log.
Human
waiting.
log.
I'm waiting for him to type. Okay. So we traveled out of the barony. I think we crossed out of the barony with Sir Jacob on our way to some war front of some invading thing. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. As Emmeline, I wasn't paying attention. And then we stayed at Sir Jacob's sister's mansion out in the fields, and then we heard a thing during the night, went to investigate. Turns out it was a giant, and it killed multiple people, so we reported it. And then in the morning, Sir Jacob was like, hey, you should go kill that giant. So we were like, sweet, let's go kill that giant. And we tracked the giant because I'm fucking awesome. And then we found the giant's cave and we set up an ambush, and then we attacked turns out to be a troll, not a giant. And there was two of them, and the bigger one utterly murdered the paladin.
That was super.
And then Emmy shot me in the ass.
That is true.
Emmeline accidentally shot Revert midair while he was flying.
In the ass.
And in the
I
ass.
could have sworn Rara went down like
repeatedly.
I don't think any of our horses died.
No.
And then after the battle, we looked at the corpse and
had a drink.
And then we went into the cave and we found some cool magic items, I think. Right? Revert, did we get magic items?
We found a book that no one can use, and we found a sword that could,
found a book and a sword.
Restore health, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then we had to go kill like a leg that was still flopping around. And once we did that, I think that's where we ended.
Sounds right.
Kill a leg?
I don't think we've taken
And
a
a
short
hand.
rest.
Or an arm. We also killed an arm.
Yeah.
No, you're still sitting there in the middle of that space by the cave entrance, I think. You've torn up all the like muddy muddy ground there, so you could look for that leg. So there's probably mud splattered all over the place.
Well, if I recall, I was using mold earth to just sort of like splatter the mud away from me, and just like spraying everybody downwind in mud, just like coating them.
Yeah. So everyone's filthy. Yeah, so everyone's filthy. The leg is destroyed. You guys found some cool stuff. I mean, subjectively cool stuff, I guess.
We should take its head as proof.
I totally took one giant head, the dire troll head. I took one. There's a bunch more, though. 2 at least.
It has multiple faces.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just lost VoIP. It just came back.
Oh.
What the hell?
No big. The corpse is very corpse-like. It does not appear to be regenerating. Yeah, it doesn't look
Well,
good.
that sucks.
Hey, this is not my profession, but Sleuth is not in here, so I'll ask in his stead, or her stead, excuse me. Do I think that, Emmy would like, troll's blood? Maybe it's an alchemical thing?
Yeah, I was thinking that. That's why I went over to the corpse. Do we have vials with us? Any sort of...
You probably don't have any vials, although you probably all have water skins and the like.
I actually do have 2 relatively empty vials that used to be poison.
Makes sense.
Can you clean this out, Revert? I don't want this exploding in my face if I put blood in it.
How much is left in there?
I don't know, some like traces of poison. Like, I don't know, the fucker mortar and pedestaled it in there.
Yeah, I can prestidigitate it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll get a
Okay,
couple
and
of
then
full blood vials.
yeah, I'll use my silvered short sword. Wait. Short swords can be silvered, right?
Yeah, that's a martial weapon.
Okay. Sorry, rule changes, man. Yeah, okay. So I'll use my silvered short sword to just cut just along like a little vertical slice along the side, and then just put the vial or whatever it is under it to catch the drops of
Yeah.
blood. I don't know how much blood is going to come out. If I need to do it multiple times to fill it up, then I will.
He's a dire troll. I'm sure we're good.
The blood is syrupy, and it has a distinctly Can we change our location or something in here? Is there a setting we can change?
There is a setting. I'm trying to change it, but it wouldn't let me change it before.
Pain in the ass.
Let's see, let's try west. Okay, we should be on US West now.
All right. Hopefully that'll work.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the body still needs to be intact. The type of ritual that you're going to do.
What are we talking about? Bodies being intact now? What the fuck?
Beryllium.
Well,
yeah.
Can someone clue
Torment
me
was
in?
suggesting that we just tie the body and have it drag along on the ground.
No. I did not suggest that. He was asking somebody to help him throw the body up on the horse, and I asked
Okay,
why.
guys, if we want to transport the body, I've got a method. It's clean. It can hold up to 500 pounds and can move behind me 20 feet at infinite speeds.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah.
How long does that last?
An hour?
That should be more than enough time for us to get back.
It's a ritual, so I can keep doing it.
Didn't it take us a couple hours to get there, AGR?
Yeah, but it's fine.
We can ritual cast it on our way back. That's fine.
And we can also double time it.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, it's our horses, not us, that's being exhausted. So
Let me go ahead and get Beryllium's horse too.
I don't have
Could
a
I
horse.
get some rope and lead it while I'm riding my horse, AGR?
Beryllian's horse is dead.
It's dead?
Oh,
With
Yeah,
his
also-
horse.
It was a
When
fine
it died,
steed.
yeah. When
Rip.
it died, it poofed.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I was thinking he had horses like us. He summoned, quote unquote, summoned his horse. I forget.
There's also horse scale mail laying around.
Oh, I'll grab
Just-
that.
It goes on his horse. Hey guys, I found him on scale man.
I mean, it'll take a while for us to get him back,
Um,
right? I might as well
I mean,
put it to use.
I don't mind if that's the way you guys want to do it, but honestly, I would be very much fine with the scale mail going poof with your horse and just being on your horse. I think
That'll be more convenient.
that's not a problem for me.
But I bought that.
I mean, it would still be on the horse if you live and come back
Oh,
with the
that's
horse.
fine.
Is our cleric able to raise the dead now?
No, we're gonna
No,
have
you
to
have to go
try our
back.
luck. We're going
have to
to
go
the
into
city anyway,
Glint.
aren't we? In between where we're going?
Yeah, we have to get to Glint. Unless one of you wizards can do that, which is kind of
Well, raising the dead, no. I might be
Okay,
able to
you
pull
just
some strings and
stop there, Revert, just stop there.
I can make the dead dance.
Discord is getting real problematic here. Okay, I'm gonna see what I can do here. Hold on.
I can make the dead dance.
I'm hearing everyone just fine.
Yeah, but people are disconnecting at random, dude.
Oh. Oh shit.
Okay. Well, I've connected to a server, and I do not know. I don't see the server owner. Give me a.
if you want me to change the location of the server, I can do that.
Yeah, I was just gonna get a TeamSpeak 3 server we could
Oh,
operate
that.
through for the session. Yeah.
Do we have to download that?
Yeah, you would have to download it. Give me 2 seconds and I'll see. If I
Yeah.
can...
Do we
For
need an
those of you
account?
who don't have the
Can you
superior
guys hear me?
voice communication system.
Oh, I know it's the superior voice communication. I just don't have
Dude,
it
I just
downloaded.
got like waterboarded for like 2 minutes with that VoIP
What the
shit.
fuck
Ooh.
is happening?
Right now, it appears that Discord's backend relies on Google Cloud Platform. And Google Cloud, due to various issues, are having widespread issues today. Basically,
What does TeamSpeak on?
TeamSpeak's a direct connection to a certain server.
Yep.
That doesn't have a back end.
Okay.
Discord is a distributed Anycast network.
Yep.
And
Okay. Yep.
it relies on Google Cloud, which is having problems.
Okay, so
that's
I'm
why I
installing
keep disconnecting.
P3.
Yep.
Do I need an account for this?
You should not. You should just need the details to connect to the server.
Okay.
Okay.
Does everyone need the link? Should I post the link or did everyone find it?
Can you post it for me? Apparently, I don't have it installed in this computer.
Yeah, please handle that, and I will see if I can figure out what else to do here.
Yeah, I don't either, but I'm also having some of my own internet troubles, like with my router.
Oof.
Like my computer, for example, is telling me that I am disconnected from the internet and then reconnecting like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, we may have some some major issues.
Disconnecting every 5 minutes and then he disconnected.
That's
Yeah.
that wasn't him.
That was Rick.
So what
I
is
was
it, the
about to
wolf
say, because
lair?
I can still hear you.
Okay, well.
So we got the sword. We haven't left anything behind, right?
Well, you guys checked the cave. You tore the place up pretty good. I can't tell you whether or not you found everything.
Oh
but
no, I'm
you
talking
did a
about our
pretty
brilliant
decent-
equipment.
Oh, yeah, I would assume you've picked up all his stuff.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Poor bastard.
It worked? Cool. Am I supposed to be using my TeamSpeak or just TeamSpeak?
TeamSpeak 3.
Okay, because when I installed
You
it,
don't need
it
to
came up
make
with a
an account.
pop-up.
You don't need to
My
make an
TeamSpeak.
account. Just basically tell it to fuck off. All right. Well, I can't get in contact with this guy, but I don't think he's gonna give a fuck. So, give me a minute. All right. So, This is the TeamSpeak server we will need to use. You will need to put this in the connection tab. Okay.
Connected. Channel switched.
Has everyone been able to download TeamSpeak 3?
Okay. Hold on a minute.
Is anyone having problems downloading TeamSpeak 3?
I am, but that's because my laptop doesn't want to be connected to the internet right now.
Okay.
I have to figure out my push to talk key. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I have them set to the same.
What is the server password?
Revert got in, leaving it blank. I was given a password, but I don't think you need it.
Hold on, let me check, because I had it saved from the last time we
I'm
used
in.
it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's blank.
I'm in.
I'm downloading it, so.
User joined your channel.
Okay. All right, I've muted my mic in there for the moment.
Settings.
User was moved to
Where
your
are
channel.
Settings.
User was moved to your channel.
Meta, you're hot micing in Discord.
That's true.
Very true.
Sorry. I guess clicking into TeamSpeak, having it open, just leaves it open. It doesn't register the unpress.
I guess so.
Same thing that happens in Task Manager. Can anyone find where the change?
Right click on your
button?
name, change nickname.
No, the push to talk button.
Should be
Yes.
under tools options.
Tools
Capture,
It is.
push to talk.
Yep, that's it.
Is there a delay for
okay, I found it.
like in Discord, like for me to stop pressing the button and still record for like a few milliseconds?
Yes, at the bottom of the capture window, there is a delay releasing push to talk.
Ah, the advanced options. Thank you.
So, where do we put the wolf pack?
Well,
Thing?
you start TeamSpeak 3 once you've installed it, and then hit connection, connect, and then you put that address in server nickname or address, and then you put your nickname below that in nickname. Whatever you want to go by.
Got it.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, I was
Uh-huh.
moving.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear everyone.
You might have to mute yourself in the other thing.
Yeah,
Am I on push to
cannot
talk or am I
hear
open
anyone.
Mac?
You're on.
I think it defaults to push to talk.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
okay.
unmuted.
So I assume we'll roll in Discord.
I mean, I'm still in Discord, but I'm muting that.
Same. I'm gonna have both TeamSpeak and Discord in the stream, so we can still roll in Discord.
I gotta turn the TV down. Hold on a second.
I guess we may just lose Gilbert here.
I should.
You have to set yourself to push the talk on.
Yeah, Mister, you're picking up everybody's voice and echoing it back.
Okay, how do I set it to push the talk?
Tools, options. Capture.
To the top it says tools, the bottom has options. Then you go capture, push to talk.
Yeah.
Did we lose Gilbert? Oh, hell.
Yeah. Well, we'll make it. Somebody keep an eye on Discord so we can grab him if we can.
Presumably, he'd be able to read the TeamSpeak address and the text.
Yeah, he might need help.
I can hear people now. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Just waiting on Mister to get it push to talk first.
I still ain't figured out how to do it yet. Yeah, just gotta give me a second.
Yeah, no problem. With the Windows dialog options on the left-hand side, go to Capture. In the middle of the screen, you'll see 3 options.
Push to talk. Got it.
Yep.
I couldn't find it. Thank you.
No problem.
Now, how about that? Is that better?
Testing.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, there we are. Cool.
We should be good now.
Try transmitting, Mister, so we can make sure we can still hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, goody. All right. Woohoo, party bonus.
All right. Well, that was a fucking ordeal. Okay. So,
if anybody comes into our D&D game, they're gonna be like, "How are they playing when everybody's quiet?"
So where we left off, you guys, we're standing around. You hauled the corpse onto a horse, and you're ready to get going, I guess. Or you put it on Tensor's disc, I assume. Whatever that thing is.
Meta, are you saying something?
Do what?
I see Meta keying up and I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I can't hear Meta either.
You may need to go fix whatever microphone it has set as your default microphone.
An AGR sounds totally different.
He does.
AJR, you might want to check which microphone it grabbed. It might be using a different one than your normal.
You sound further away. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's back.
That's why I was telling Meta, as I was pretty sure it was going to be using my webcam mic that's like way far away. Because I heard a little of myself in the background. I just wanted to get through this before I switched it.
Okay, testing.
Better.
There you are.
Hey.
We
Sweet.
hear you.
Looks like everything's going well.
All right. So you've loaded up the corpse. I assume you're using Tensor's floating disk or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys make your way where from here?
Just retrace our steps.
Yeah, we go back to camp.
Okay.
To the army.
Yeah, you make your way. Well, the army is in a very different place than where you left. If you recall, Sir Jacob marched forward with the army and sent you guys off on this mission. So are you heading towards where you think the army is? Are you heading towards where the manor house is?
I vote where the army currently is. Like where we think they're going to be.
Yeah. Was the army ahead of us or behind us?
They were about a mile and change ahead of you.
Okay, yeah, then we'll go ahead.
Actually,
Alright.
why don't we go back to Glenn and inform her that the problem's been taken care of? No need to have her worry.
Okay.
Yeah, we can kick the corpse off with her too.
All right, so you guys make your way back to Lady Glenn's estate. People are cleaning up the mess as you pass by that farmhouse. They've pulled the tree out of the place and they're trying to like repatch the roof, and people are not very happy. Clearly, you see people covered in like they're carrying blood-soaked rags in and out and trying to like wash them in a tub nearby, try to scrub all the blood off of everything.
Yeah, just go back to the manor.
Yeah. Well, you don't see Lady Glenn outside, but there are people going about their business.
Hello, is Lady Glenn in?
I assume you just pick a random person or a
Oh
guard.
yeah, one on the way there, or a guard. I suppose a guard would be standing at attention there.
Yeah. Say, oh well, if you want to see the lady of the house, you can go up to the door and knock, see if she'll let you in.
I don't suppose that'll be necessary. Could you inform her that the problem has been taken care of, though?
He's gonna look at you and say, the problem that was leaving big footprints.
Oh yes.
All right, I'll make sure to let her know.
Yep.
That sounds great.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to fix this though, unfortunately, and I point to one of the fallen comrades. So we're gonna have to catch up with the army and be taking off.
Well,
Did you
I'm
want
very
us to
sorry
do
for your
anything
loss.
else?
Me? I wouldn't keep you. Sounds like you've already done what you need to do. Quite appreciate the help.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Let's go.
He's signaling over to some random person, and this like I don't know, 14-year-old kid who obviously works there in the manor comes up and he's whispering something, and the kid runs off into the manor.
Oh, before I forget, should we like show you? I'm gonna be a bit more quiet. Show you the head just to prove that we did it. Don't want to be leaving doubt in the mind.
Well, I mean, I'm not the one to prove. If you wanna leave something here, I guess I can get you a sack.
I already have a burlap sack with this. I just don't want to offend the lady.
I'm not sure she'll want to see it, but I sure she'd like the option.
I go ahead and give him the sack.
Okay. He holds it, realizing that it's damp on the bottom and regretting his decision.
Take care.
Alrighty.
Unless you guys want to stick around to inform Lady Glenn in person, I think we're good. Anyone?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
No, waste enough time here. Let's go.
Away we go.
Alrighty. So you start making your way down the road. With the tensor's disc, you're not going incredibly fast.
Oh, it follows us at any speed, right, Under?
Yeah, it just stays 20
Does
feet
it?
behind me as long as it can cross the terrain.
Well, that's just fine then.
So I can basically go bolting ahead. Yeah, I can go bolting ahead. Then while I wait for the party to catch up, recast the ritual, they catch up. I go bolting ahead.
Okay. Do me a favor and just roll a D100 for me.
Uh-oh.
Everything's fine. Oh, I like that
Uh-oh.
number.
I like this
okay.
number. This is a good number. I have good
so
feelings about this number.
So while you guys are riding down the road at a breakneck speed, those of you that are behind Revert see Revert bolting down the road on his rabbit, and this disc is just flying behind him. and this rabbit jumps out into the road between him and the disc, and the disc just goes right through it. Just.
I do not slow down.
Yeah.
What happened, huh?
There's a
rabbit
red
just got
smear on the
obliterated.
road.
Oof.
Yeah.
This train stops for no one.
Kid's ball skips out in the road.
I've seen that movie. Don't bury the kid at the pet cemetery.
Okay, so the body didn't fall, right? It might
No.
have hit something, but it didn't fall. Okay.
No, there's a new passenger on the disc though.
Well, half a passenger.
Yeah.
Huh? Nani?
Yeah, there's like a
The
rabbit's
top
head
half of
just
a
sitting
rabbit.
there.
Oh.
The head, its spine, and some fur.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, you guys eventually catch up with the army. They're not moving incredibly quickly.
I will inquire with anyone looking more important than a regular old Joe to the location of Sir Jacob.
All right. Well, pretty much everyone in formation near the person you ask, I'll point forward and say, and the one you ask directly says, hey, he's up at the head of the pack there, Chief.
Thank you very much, and I will ride forward until we catch up to him.
Yeah. Sir Jacob seems pleased to see you and says, well, how did it go?
And I
It
just
went
look
well.
towards the disc. Oh, wait,
Mission
did
accomplished.
Rever-
Do you think they're
did
good
Rever
eating?
come with the disc to us?
Yeah, presumably.
Okay.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
there. I've been talking.
Yeah,
a lot of
we,
people are staring at the disc, but, you know.
And then I make the
They're not
comment,
finding
what
a
do you
rabbit.
think? Good eating? And I'm looking at the troll corpse.
I
What?
wouldn't recommend
brought
that.
A corpse?
No, we brought Beryllian's body.
And
Not
the
like
troll
the
corpse, I
corpse.
thought.
Holy shit, we brought
Some
the
of it.
troll... Probably a head or two.
I don't
know
ever
if we
remember
got a-
anyone saying about
I
that.
assumed
But
you
okay.
had stuffed the heads and the faces into some like sacks or something. I
No,
didn't know
they're
if you
just
left.
laying
Yeah,
on
I
that
thought
one.
the-
I thought we
They're
left
just laying
that.
on the disc.
I
That's
thought
what
we
I thought.
left that.
Yeah, because that corpse was huge.
Sounds like the one who owns the disc wanted there to be troll faces on the disc, so there's troll faces on the disc.
Ugh.
Yeah, I thought we brought back most of the troll corpse.
Well, if you would have told Tormund that's what you wanted, he would have done it.
I mean, I could have just
Yeah,
made the disc
sure.
appear under the corpse and just picked it up that way. No one would have actually had to touch it.
All right. So Sir Jacob is going to say, well, it looks like you found whatever it was that you needed to find. Oh. That's
Yeah,
your,
we're gonna have to fix that.
Well, I suppose.
The magic people preserved the body. A lesser means of reviving should work.
Well, we'll take him to the church and see what we can do. I certainly don't have the money for it.
How close are we to Glint?
We'll be traveling for several more days. I hope he doesn't start to smell. You said you did something about that.
Yes, the body is preserved,
Yes.
sir.
Great. I'd appreciate it if you would maybe tag along a little behind the pack so you're out of sight. That's not going to be good for morale, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
For which
Fair enough.
body?
Yes.
I don't think we need the troll corpse anymore.
Really? You don't want to
think
put
it is
the corpse on pikes and kind of march that in front of the army as a warning to our enemies?
Agatha would love
mean-
that, but Agatha would not say anything.
I think that's going to do more harm than good in the time it's going to take us to get where we need to go. By the time we see any enemies, that is going to be in quite an unpleasant condition.
Well, I did learn a few things from these horse lords I know regarding rotting corpses in warfare. If we need to siege a city, this would come in handy.
Do what you like with it. Just please keep it a ways out of sight of the men.
Sure thing. I wonder how infectious I can get it as I wander away with it.
Okay. So you guys have
Do
a
you
couple
want-
of days of just forced marching. Are you
I will
trying to do it?
I will suggest to Revert that maybe we want to put Gentle Repose on it, so that it doesn't decay further.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
As we're marching, do we actually get any long rests, or is this like forced march?
No, it's pretty unpleasant. You guys are not getting. You are allowed to get a couple of hours of sleep, but they are really trying to double time it.
Can't we use his spell, the floating disc, and we swap out people sitting on it? And
Well,
follow
we're
them
on our
behind?
horses. We don't have to walk.
Well, y'all are. Fuck.
Didn't you get a horse?
Are you on foot? Really?
I'm a Goliath. Of course I'm on foot. I'm 8 feet tall.
They
That
would
is
have given
not
you
a-
a horse.
Oh,
They
if would've
have
given me a
very
horse-
large horses.
Oh, well then good. Then I have a horse. Because I'm thinking say I wasn't getting on a regular horse. I weigh as much as they do.
Yeah, they got some monsters. Somebody help Nala, please. There's a link in chat.
Yeah, so... Oh, he can't hear us.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are given like 4 hours of sleep. But otherwise, it's a pretty like grueling.
All right. Hey, Emmy, how much healing magic do you have left?
So, just to clarify, we have not gotten a long rest.
No.
Have we gotten a short rest?
There are a couple of like over these several days, at each night you bunk down for about 4 hours of actual sleep or rest. Yes, that's enough for a short rest.
Cool beans. Yeah,
Because
one of the nights I
Revert's
use
still
second
pretty
wind and
banged
get full
up.
health.
None.
Okay, because on like a scale of like 0 to 27, Revert's at a 4.
Fuck
Yeah.
me. Do you have any hit
so-
die left?
Yes, but I wasn't going to use them if we had readily available magic to just heal me to full.
Yeah, I would heal you, except I am out. I used it all in the fight, and I have not been able to sleep enough to recharge.
Yeah, after
been
you shot
sleeping.
me and caused me to drop out of the sky.
I would
I
heal
again. I apologize. I'll
Emmy,
make sure that my position in the next fight is not directly in your line.
I don't
50
suppose you
feet
wanna
in the
try to go
air.
to sleep,
I was 50 feet
on
in
my
the air
back
and you
while
shot
I ride
me.
the horse. I can tie you to the rope, make sure you don't fall off. But I don't think we're going to be getting that rest that we need,
If Reaver
unfortunately.
needs a rest, he can ride in my pocket.
That's not
Buddy
the issue.
joined your
The
channel.
issue is that I can't really rest while we're marching because otherwise there's no disc to transport the bodies.
Oh yeah.
The meat wagon kind of requires me to be awake. I can heal with hit dice. That's not a problem using these short rests. It's what, 1 per short rest, right?
Could I just get a
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Beryllian's body on my horse in the back?
If you would like to put a man in full armor on your horse, then you can do that, but you won't. You're gonna have a tough time keeping up.
Can someone take
is,
the armor? Would that make it easy?
That would make it easier.
I still need to concentrate on the disc for the troll corpse, so it doesn't really help any.
I think we should just keep the corpses where they are. And just someone. And would that be able to work if I rode behind?
Let me ask this: how heavy is Emmy?
Behind Agatha?
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
a great
like,
question.
I was thinking of like you sleeping on my back while I ride the horse.
Well, I was just thinking, why don't we
trying
just
to,
toss
like-
Emmy on the disc? She can keep sleeping, get the full long rest, and then she can heal me.
With equipment, I am 254 pounds.
Plus the
I know
paladin, plus a
Beryllian's
troll
at
corpse.
least-
Yeah,
nah,
we're probably
that's not gonna
we're
work.
probably exceeding the disc at that point.
I don't think I would be able to sleep very well sleeping on top of 2 dead bodies.
What about two discs?
Just
Oh.
close your eyes and think of England.
What is England?
Do it for the queen.
You guys need to get out more.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Did you say 2 floating discs?
I can do it.
There's
I
some
can help with
echo.
it.
There's some echo on your side, Sleuth.
Yeah.
That's because he's on both channels.
Mute your.
I forgot to leave Discord.
Oh, you got it.
Yep.
Oh, we might need to be in Discord just for the rolls.
Yeah, you will want to have yourself in Discord just be muted. That way you can still roll.
So I can't ride behind Agatha.
Sleuth did, I think, just say that she could make a Tensor's floating disc.
Yep.
You sleep in that?
With the bodies?
No, the other
the
one.
other one.
Oh, the other one. Okay, so we got a convoy of discs behind us.
I sleep on the disc.
Well, presumably you have a bedroll you can lay out as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to Snoopy it, but I suppose you could.
That's fine. You can
I
get
mean,
a
if the
rest that
disc
way.
is big enough, then yeah. I don't see why not.
I think you're gonna have to make a roll though. You can consult the guide for taking well, I guess maybe we'll just give it to you. It's not like it's full downtime. It's just rest. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I'm out of fighting spirit. Oof. I did
That
get
is-
second wind back.
Okay. So, do I need to do anything for that, or do I just get a long rest?
It just all it means is you get your resources, that you would have got. You can spend hit dice. Remember, you don't recover all your HP. You can spend
Yep.
all the hit dice you like.
Yep.
But more
Okay.
importantly, you get all your spell slots back.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So,
Cure wounds?
I do not have that prepared.
Long rest.
Well,
you can change
actually,
what
no,
you're preparing.
it's a long rest. I can change what I have prepared. Let's take this off. Okay. So I'm going to. Can I just cast Cure Wounds 3 times? First level.
I mean, if you have the resources for it, why would you not?
Great.
Who are you casting Cure Wounds on? Just Reverend? Somebody else?
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Is that enough?
Puts me at 23 out of 27. Good enough.
Great.
Who else is fucked up?
The dead guy.
Yeah, that's.
That is pretty fucking.
Goes without
He's
saying.
really messed up.
So you guys, you march for another week. So it ends up being 10 days past her, Lady Glenn's estate before you reach the city of Glint.
So we have to do gentle repose again.
It's
you
a
would-
ritual, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we arrived at
yeah.
the city? Like,
Yeah. You find the city of Glint, and I would be getting you a picture if I could get it to work. Here it is. Wait. It is broken. Wait. Can I do it? Alright. My file is too powerful because I forgot to change the file size. Hold on.
feels bad. Is Sir
Absolutely.
Jacob loosing the dogs, or are we still to remain in formation?
You are supposed to stay hanging back. At least you are supposed to keep the
Corpses out of sight.
corpses out of sight. Yeah.
How much did I miss?
We just got back.
Okay, there you go. It's a very low quality version. There's the city of Glint. They got a castle up on a hill. They got a lot of people. They got a lot of farmland. I kind of like did a rush job on the city, but there it is. It exists.
And which way are we coming in from?
You're coming in from the west, crossing that little bridge, and yeah, the army is kind of slowly making its way across the bridge. Sir Jacob has sat himself next to the bridge as the rest of the army marches past until it is your turn to cross after the rest of them have marched north and they've begun setting up a camp at the base of the hill under the castle. Like in view of the tower, you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But Sir Jacob waits for all of you to cross, and then he says, well, we've made good time. We're going to take a night of actual rest here in town. I'm going to have a chat with the Duke and see if he'll... I don't want to march the whole army in there all at once, but we'll see if we can give a few men some... we'll call it shore leave. Give them all a chance to head into town for a little bit and wrangle them all up so we can march our way on in the morning.
And will you be discussing our fallen comrade here?
I will accompany you when you travel to the church. There's not very much I can do. But if it does make you feel better, I will travel with you. I do have a few other errands to attend to prior, so you may have to wait for me at the... there's a cathedral near the center of town. You should not have too much trouble seeing it from pretty much anywhere within the city.
Yeah, I think coming with us would at least help first impressions.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Y'all want to go into town?
I'd
Yeah.
love to, but Sir Jacob, are we allowed to go?
Oh yes, by all means. Please don't bring the corpse into town.
God, I go to the bathhouse. The nearest bathhouse, I go.
Is there a tannery outside the city limits? That's where they would usually be.
You can smell one just across the river.
Great. I'm gonna take the troll corpse over there and
Okay.
see if the tannery is interested in purchasing some troll leather, raw.
All right. Well, there's a tanner working outside, and you can see his son out there working, and they're currently like putting up some stuff to dry. What do you say to him?
What time of day is it?
It's fairly early. You've come in before lunchtime.
Okay. So I'll be like, hey, morning. Do you guys buy hides?
Yeah, the older man will turn around and say, "Aye. What do you got for me?"
Well, Party and I felled a rather rare creature, and then I bring the troll corpse into view. I'm wondering if you're interested
He
in
starts
purchasing its
laughing
hide.
immediately, and he says, "Oh, that's foul. That means a lot coming from me. Oh, oh, wow. Yeah, I'll take that off of you. I'd really love to know if we could get the steak off of it."
Well, I'm sure if you boil it enough, it'll be usable.
What do you want for it?
Well, I'm actually interested in purchasing some equipment of a finer nature. So, currency, like, is there actually a currency in this time period, AGR, or is this purely
Yeah.
a barter society?
I mean, they accept barter, but this is a tradesman. He is gonna
Okay, so they're
handle
monetized
gold.
enough that I could say 250
Yes.
gold.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, why don't you make a persuasion check?
I'm very good at this.
Oh, I bet you are.
This is a fairly like exotic good to him, so if you'd like to roll with advantage, I don't mind.
Okay. 14.
Okay. He says, yeah, I think we might be able to work something out. And he'll go send the boy inside to go fetch his coin purse and start counting out some coin for you.
Much obliged.
But yeah, that's definitely enough to get yourself a. I'm gonna say you can have 2 +1 items that will help on your checks for your wealth checks.
Okay. So
Just
2 temporary +1s.
Yeah.
All right, I'll add them to the pile.
How many do you have now? Like 5 or 6?
He got a bunch.
How many can he trade in to like get a permanent +1?
He can't, but he can.
I can blow them all on one thing.
I would say you can probably use 3 on a given item. Not gonna let you blow all of them on one thing because it's not a linear scale.
Okay, so I can't cheese my way to some like really high end shit.
You can cheese your way to some moderately high end shit.
Okay.
Just buy a Vopal sword.
So
The gnome's got full plate. God.
I mean, if you can find one.
yeah, so I tell him much obliged, and I basically, because I have the disc, I basically ask him where do you want the corpse, because I'll be nice and drop the corpse wherever's convenient for him.
Yeah, he'll point you over to where there is a big pile of basically just rotting stuff and say somewhere a couple of feet away from that.
Right, and then there's just a flump that drops like a foot away from it.
Great doing business with you.
And to you as well. And then I head into town.
So yeah, this is a big city. There's multiple inns, multiple smiths. I mean, there's a couple of stables in town. You can get quite a few things here. Just like anywhere here in the West, the church kind of has lays down the iron fist, so you don't have anybody openly selling magical goods. That doesn't necessarily mean they don't exist, but you can't sell them in the street.
Right.
Agatha's not very comfortable dealing with like shady shit. Maybe Revert is.
Revert is perfectly comfortable dealing with shady shit, but first he wants to go to a music store and buy a steel, like the finest steel tuning fork with a C note that they have. Preferably worth about 250 gold pieces.
Okay.
I wonder why he could possibly want that.
All right.
So can I make a wealth check?
You may make a wealth check.
And I can only use 3 of the plus ones.
You can only use 3 of the plus ones.
Okay.
Actually, I wanted to Revert to help me with something. Could I help Revert with that in exchange for him helping me with something?
I mean, he can spend his +1 items on anything he likes. If you want to help him, that's fine. But the only way you're helping him is by giving him your +1 consumables if you have any.
I'm already at the limit of +1 consumables for this roll. Unless you're only at -4, right?
Yeah.
Can I have him make the roll then?
Yeah, you could send him into the store since you're a gnome and you probably.
Right. Yeah, I described exactly what I want. So, yeah, I'll use 3 of my temporary +1s for this roll, if you wouldn't mind rolling it, Agatha, and then I'll help you with your thing.
That'd be lovely. Yeah. Well, here goes nothing.
Okay. Well, let's see where
That is not enough. DC was 15.
Shame.
Yep. Wait. Yeah. It's added.
250.
Yep. Yeah, it has to be worth 250. So they probably just didn't have any ones nice enough.
No, I think they probably had some tuning forks, but actually hearing them, they were not like on note.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit. We can try again some other place, some other time. What do you need help with, Agatha?
Those trolls were a pain in the ass, and it seemed like only fire could do anything.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We should buy lots of oil.
Yeah, that. But I was also thinking about, like, you know how some of the swords that we got are like flamey. I'd like a bow, but flamey. I'm pretty sure that requires like the best craftsmanship. I'm pretty sure this longbow would do. I'm not sure if I could hand you some money to help me with this. Could you borrow this longbow and see if you can do anything? I'd be happy to compensate you if you could get anything done. If it sounds like too much of a bother, that's fine. I'm pretty sure this isn't technically legal anyway.
All right. Yeah, I can try. Sure.
Lovely. Now go ahead and hand him my +1 longbow.
Okay.
All right. I go off in search of magical shit.
Okay.
I got detect magic.
All right. So you're using detect magic.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you make an investigation check? Roaming around the city with detect magic on. You have advantage because of detect magic. Okay. Yeah, so you're roaming around, and you kind of circle your way around from the middle of the city, and you spend an hour or two just kind of following around, poking through alleys, climbing up in people's windowsills. You grab a couple of pieces of pie you see laying out, or cobbler, and yeah, you make your way down to the south end of town, kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's whole cluster of houses here, and you kind of wander into the middle between a bunch of them, and you are tinging that there's some magic coming from this cellar behind this shop.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll mosey on over there. Can you describe what I'm looking at here?
Yeah, so you have some like cellar doors, kind of like what do you
Like what you would see in like
like a
the
storm
Twister
cellar
movie.
doors?
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like it's like the basement to the back of this shop. It looks like it's probably really just kind of a dugout space in dirt with like timber frames under the building.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
So, anything intelligent within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, there's a shopkeeper who's thinking about what a gullible son of a bitch this other guy on the other side of the counter is. He seems to be upstairs, and there are several other sets of thoughts coming from that basement, and they all seem to be bickering about whose hat the tallest.
Ah, my people.
Gnomes.
All right, I go into the basement.
Okay. So, yeah, you struggle to get these cellar doors open because they're heavy wood doors, but they budge, and you make your way into the cellar. There is a sort of turned over bench that these three gnomes are all standing behind. You can barely see like their eyebrows over the side of this bench, and they keep hopping up to say, "Hello, welcome. What do you want?"
Sup, guys? Looking to get this bow enchanted. Know where I can get that done?
Let me see. Let me see. No, I want to see it.
That's a +1 King Lombo with rabbit's foot charm in it.
What do you got to trade?
Well, depends on what you guys are looking for. Got currency. Got some other stuff.
We like stuff. I don't know, man. I like money. You. Show us what you got.
You saying you can do the enchanting?
Well, not me, but he can. And they point up at the up towards where the shopkeeper is.
How truthful are they being? I've still got Detect Thoughts running.
Well, two of them are most like they are really scatterbrained because they're back on whose hat's the tallest, and you see them trying to measure their hats against the guy who's talking to you. And the other one seems like he's being truthful. He doesn't have any outwardly deceptive thoughts.
Okay. I'm going to pull out a scroll of major image.
All right.
I'm going to say, like, I've got this here magic scroll. Figure be an even trade. Magic on the scroll, magic on the bow.
Make a persuasion check. I think we got one of those. Don't we have one of those? I got two of those. How many do you got? Well, I got 4 of those.
And how
Why
lying?
the fuck you lying?
Again, I've detected thoughts. Are they lying about that?
The one who says he has 4 of those is lying. The guy who says he has 2 of those is not lying.
Aw, shit.
He actually has 12, not 4.
Well, I've made my offer. What's your guys' counter offer?
Oh man, upstairs like gold.
I have gold.
And you know, the pie shop over there, they take gold too, so I think gold would work.
I can do gold.
Okay.
How much gold do you need?
Well, how soon do you need it enchanted?
Tonight.
Oh, well, that means we're gonna have to get the boss to close the shop early. Maybe Mike can do that. Can you pick it up, you pick it up first thing in the morning?
Yes.
Alright. I think at that point you're just gonna have to make a wealth check to see if you've got enough on hand to convince him.
Okay. Now, since Agatha gave me money, does that mean I'm using her temporary +1s, or do I get to benefit from her -4?
I think you're using your own check, but given that these are gnomes, and you're a gnome, in this case you will have advantage on the roll.
What's the DC he's shooting for? Do we know?
Nope.
You don't know.
Oof.
Well, alright, if you give us that and the scroll.
Done.
Okay. And you see one of them scurries up, and he jumps on a couple of, like, planks, and you hear him knocking on the floorboards. And, then you hear some like elevated shouting from upstairs. The guy's thinking, oh, I got business. Better get this guy out of here. And you hear him shouting at this guy that, you know, the shop's for buying, not for looking around. And this other guy starts yelling at him, and he tells him to fuck off. And they, you know, the guy storms out, and you hear the door shut. And these guys are like, well, all right, we'll get this going for you. If you find any more money, you come back. We got some other stuff. But we're gonna take this.
Pleasure doing business with you. About that other stuff. We got friends. What kind of stuff you got? Maybe they'll be interested.
We got stuff. We got mostly we got these rings. We got a bunch of these rings.
And what do these rings do?
I don't know. We haven't tried them all.
Haven't tried them all. What have the ones you've tried done?
Lots of stuff. What they're thinking involves a variety of things. One of them granted one of them a wish, which he used for cobbler. One of them.
A wish well spent.
One of them set a neighboring tent on fire, and there was another one that summoned a horde of cats. So it's been interesting. They don't say that. They have a whole bag of them.
What do you mean a whole bag? You mean like they literally have like 100 rings in a sack type thing?
Yeah. They have a pay up front and you get to pick a ring out of the bag. Deal.
Huh. Well, how much for a go?
So if you want to try, they have a limit of 1 per customer, and the check is going to require you to roll a 13 or higher. I mean,
Okay.
you need a final score of 13 or higher.
Okay. Do I still have advantage because I'm a gnome and they're a gnome?
Sure.
Nope. Don't have enough on me.
No.
Oh well.
Yeah. One of them is thinking, looks like we fleeced him. Now we're not going to get the rest of his money.
Alright. I guess I leave. I go tell Agatha that we can pick up her bow in the morning and it will be enchanted.
Yep.
Agatha's super excited.
Now, I do have a
She's
question
gonna
just for the...
stoop down and hug the gnome.
Okay, that's weird. And a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, sorry.
But just as
you were saying
bookkeeping...
something.
Well, just out of character, like bookkeeping-wise, was it your temporary +1s or mine that I used? Because you said you gave me money, so I wasn't sure how we were handling that.
I do have some +1s.
Okay, I used 3.
Yeah, I do have 1 left. Feels
Okay.
well. You know,
Because I would
it's
have
worth it.
I would have covered it if you hadn't had 3. Because that's how many I used.
No, I'm comfortable with this. Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Great.
Oh, I did want to buy kopishes. Lots and lots of kopishes. No, not 1, 2, 3. Maybe 1 that's +1.
I want to stock up on lamp oil, though.
Well, you know what these things cost roughly, so you can make some rolls. You got a lot of time to burn.
Okay. Yeah, shopping episode number 7.
Yep. Yep.
So I don't think I get the +1 kopesh. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Crit. Oof.
Yeah. You definitely find 1 kopesh.
Nope.
Wow.
No one is willing to sell the gnome 99 bottles of lamp oil.
Surprise, surprise.
Do we need me to pick up anything?
Lamp oil.
I do want to go through and pick up stuff before we head to the front, but I'm collecting my things.
Did you not have other things to do while you were in Glen?
When is Sir Jacob available?
Oh,
I didn't know.
well, yeah. How much time do we have to kill before?
I mean, it's before lunchtime. So you guys aren't leaving until, sometime in the morning. Probably around dawn.
So just lamp oil?
Yeah. You can get 99 bottles for 9 gold and 9 silver pieces, which is DC 5.
99 bottles of lamp oil. I don't suppose they're all going to be on one wall?
Not when we're done with them, they won't.
Yeah.
I think
Sounds
you'll
like
have
you're not
trouble
using enough.
sourcing 99 bottles of lamp oil in the time provided, but
We'll buy a couple
we'll
cases.
see. We'll see.
Alright, so I'm just going to be stocking up on charcoal, incense, herbs, lamp oil, scrap iron.
Okay.
So AGR, About the copish that's +1.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a max value, I couldn't afford it. If it was the median value, I could. And if it was the minimum value, I could afford it. It's your call.
I think you've made a couple of rolls for this. I think we'll say you got it.
Huzzah!
Well, you didn't find any fine familiar components. I think you were able to find some lamp oil. I'll say
99
you.
bottles.
I'll say you get 50 for sure.
That's what we had written down.
Plus you get another 20. So you get 70 bottles of lamp oil. And I think that takes you so long, your other things pretty much all just you can't find everything. You spend so much time sourcing the lamp oil that nothing else works out.
Well, Revert, it was the only thing I was able to get. I got some.
Great.
Not actually sure how we're going to move this around. We don't have a cart yet, do we?
Tensor's
Buy a
disc.
cart.
You could
I
buy a
posted I posted the list of things.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
I can't
by all
do
means,
that
roll
in the
'em.
middle of town, Revert.
Yeah, I'm still.
So Nala, how many bottles do you think I could take? Personal consumption, you understand.
For his
Um,
condition.
I wouldn't suggest drinking these, but you're the one who was looking for them. They're all yours as far as I'm concerned.
Great. Thank you. And I wander off, floating disc, case of 70 bottles of lamp oil.
Oh, jeez.
That's not good.
Whistling a jaunty tune to the inn.
I have made a terrible mistake, haven't I?
Oh, Emmy, before I forget,
The road is
I'm
very
gonna give-
crowded, but it parts like the sea as people start to notice the gnome.
I am gonna give
I-
Idol 2 vials of troll blood. I'm not
I'm-
sure if you can do anything with this, but yeah.
I'm just gonna skedaddle and
Does Revert tell the rest
not
of the
be
party
seen
about the
with
gnomes?
the gnome. Because I have a bad feeling that I just made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, actually, I would tell the rest of the party that I have met some guys, friends of mine, let's say. Not quite close relatives, but in fact, I don't even know if we're related at all.
Are they gnomes?
That is what I'm implying, yes. They're selling magic rings if you guys want any.
Ooh, jewelry.
Ooh.
I'd like to go. Where's this shop?
Well, they're doing things on kind of the down low.
Oh.
If we all go tromping off there, we're probably going to tip the authorities off and get them shut down.
We don't want that.
Not before you get your bow back, no.
Absolutely.
But,
Okay, so I guess
yeah,
when
if you
I
guys
find-
happen to be in, and I give them basically the address, maybe head to the basement and inquire about some rings.
Hmm. Yeah, that sounds good. I did just happen to get this fancy copish. Do they barter around there?
Most people barter, but, you know, they also like gold pretty much anywhere you go.
Well, this is silver. Close enough, right?
Maybe.
Uh,
Guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
I mean, they were willing to do work for gold, so...
Do they like pie? Should we bring pie? Do you think that'll give us...
It won't hurt.
Bribery never hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I am very grateful to them since they're helping me with the bow, so... Why don't I see if I can get them a pie? What kind of pie do you like, Revert?
Pear.
Pear. I'm gonna get 2 pear pies, AGR.
Okay.
Is anyone going with you?
I don't know. I'm just gonna buy 2 pear pies and find Revert and give him one.
Okay, well, if
I
no one
eat it.
else said that they were going with you, then I'll go with you to look at the stuff.
Fair enough.
Just 2 young ladies walking in a shop.
With the pie
Yeah.
in hand.
Yeah,
Into
so
a basement.
yeah, there's a storm cellar behind this shop, and yeah, I mean, it exists. It looks like what Revert was describing.
Great. Does it have lights down there?
You don't see any lights down there, but there is some light coming in through like cracks in the doors, and also some cracks in the floor.
Okay, so it's dim light.
Yes,
Agatha
it is
can
dimly
see.
lit.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you
I'll
go
go
in.
ahead and just saunter on in.
Yep,
And
I will follow.
what do I see?
Can
Okay.
I just check as we're going into the door to make sure that
You
no one
see that
sees
there
us going?
Yes, by all means. Agatha, when you go into the room, you see that there are 2 gnomes holding open a large sack, and you see another gnome pop out of the sack with rings on all of his fingers. You also notice the floor is covered with frogs, and there seems to be a table on the ceiling, and a chair, and yeah, one of the gnomes is missing his eyebrows.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Have I come at a bad time?
No, never. What do you mean?
Oh, I've heard from a friend that you were able to get a bow magically enchanted. I just wanted to thank you fellas for that. That's actually a family heirloom. And I also heard you guys sell rings, fancy rings. It looks like you're currently wearing some.
The one in the bag wiggles his fingers with all the rings on them. He's wearing multiple rings on some of those fingers.
Oh. I was interested in perusing the rings. I'm not really sure how you guys do it around here. He just told me magic rings or
Well,
something.
what you do is you put some money down on the counter, and if we like what we see, then we let you we let you reach in the bag and get a ring. Some of the
yes.
rings do really cool stuff. Some of those rings I'd rather you put on outside.
Will you tell us what the rings do before we put them on?
The one of the gnomes who's in the bag, he pops back up after having his head down for a second and says, "We don't know."
This sounds like fun.
Yeah, this sounds really interesting. No one's ever gotten hurt by doing this, right? Because magic
All
can
of
get
them
crazy.
say in unison, "No."
Can I
I'm
insight
gonna
check
insight
them?
check because
Do you have to insight check them?
that's my insight.
Okay.
That was my perception roll, by the way.
Yeah. It is very clear, based on the fact that they all said this in the exact same tone of voice and at the exact same time, that they are absolutely being untruthful. As a matter of fact, there are
Right.
currently burn marks on this one's face, and you're
Well-
pretty sure it was probably had something to do with his turn in the bag.
Right. Well, you guys look like you're having a lot of fun. I want to try one.
Money up front. Money up front. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's this pie first. First things first. Just as a thank you for getting the bow, arranged and all that. I heard it. It was very inconvenient for you fellas. Thank you.
They'll say, "You're welcome."
And I'm gonna go ahead and try to get me something. I barely get
13,
something.
13 does it. Okay. Just do me a
I'm
favor.
not gonna. I am not gonna wear the ring. I will
Okay.
look at the ring.
All right. I need you to roll a d100 for me, please.
Ooh.
Nobody tell Gilbert he'd be pissed he's missing out on this.
Oh no, that's. No, I'm sorry. I did not roll that right.
Okay. Oh.
I psyched myself out.
Oh, that hurts me. Ow.
59.
All right. Hold on a second.
Agatha gets sucked into the Elfheim again.
This time I'm
Again.
ready. Oh wait, I'm not. Oh fuck.
Okay.
Oh.
You collect a ring.
What does it look like? Tell me.
All right. This is a simple silver ring which bears an engraving depicting a slender candle with a wick burning at both ends. There is an inscription inside, although I don't believe you can read it.
Can
I do have
read
2
it?
weeks of literature. Maybe Emmy can read it.
Emmy, you can read it. The inscription inside reads, "Twice as bright, half as long."
I will communicate that to Agatha and say you should probably not put this on until we get it checked out.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. And can I try?
Yeah, money on the table, money on the table.
Okay, let's see if I have enough.
Oof.
Come back with money.
I do have this fancy silvered khopesh. Would that and this do it?
What is this?
It's a +1 khopesh. It's a fancy khopesh.
The 9 plus the khopesh. Yeah, okay, leave it on the table.
I don't.
You sure, Agatha?
I'm broke. Can you give me some money? I don't mind doing this for you. I just would like some money.
You're looking at someone who, in mechanical terms, does not have any +1s.
Oof.
I like how the
have
gnomes
not
ended up as like the
sold anything.
richest member of the party.
Shit. Agatha's just gonna awkwardly look at Idol. I forgot. Sorry. How about we call it an IOU? We work for Jacob. Would you be okay with that or not?
Sure.
Very well. I'll go ahead and give him the silvered khopesh.
Okay, make your D100 roll.
Bangbot, don't fail me now.
Okay. Okay. This is a simple iron band. There's no engraving on it. There's no inscription.
Run!
It just looks like a very simple iron band. It does have a single like line etched, I guess, like on the interior through the like all the way around the middle. But other than that, there's not a scrap of detail on the whole thing.
Okay. Well, I will just pocket it. I won't put it on.
Fair enough.
it reads Epstein didn't kill himself.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Love it.
Well, you fellas have been lovely. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. Actually, do you sell anything else?
Guy upstairs, he sells stuff. What does he sell? Fishing lures or something? I don't know what he sells.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you.
have a good
I'll walk
afternoon.
out.
Okay. As you guys emerge back out into the daylight and shut the door on the basement, you hear a pfft and some smoke streams up.
I go
I
back
will-
inside quickly to make sure they're not dead.
You hear coughing.
I will just
okay.
walk. I'm
gonna
just gonna
close the
walk
door.
away.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk away. If they killed themselves, not my problem.
Oh, it is very
Okay.
much my problem.
You
I
notice
have an
there's a lot
investment.
of, you notice there's a lot of cats in this alley.
Oh god.
There's like 30 cats in this alley.
That's a lot of cats.
Fucking no
I've-
meme magic, man.
I forgot that you have something with them.
It should be fine. I heard coughing, so that means they're alive.
So the 23 perception check, I didn't see anyone trying to like check us out as we went into the basement.
You saw like 30 cats, but none of them seem to be paying any attention to you.
Okay, cool.
Say, when is Sir Jacob available? I never asked him.
That's true, nobody asked him.
Fuck, where is he?
Well-
I'd better ask some retainers if
Yeah.
the location of Sir Jacob and when he might be
Can we-
available.
Can we find Sir Jacob's retainers?
You can certainly look, make an investigation check.
I'll go ahead and
okay.
help you. I don't really have a good score.
Okay.
It's a big city. You think you see someone you recognize, but once you like catch up to them and tap them on the shoulder, it's totally not them. But otherwise, you don't see, the soldiers are coming in shifts, and it doesn't like you haven't seen any of them. You haven't seen anybody from Sir Jacob's personal staff.
Okay, let's just go back out to the camp.
Yeah.
Because the body's out there, so we need to go back there anyway.
I love how you guys spend all your +1s on magical stuff instead of on resurrecting your poor dead party member.
I spent 4 +1s. I did not intend to spend 4 +1s.
I did not succeed on spending any of mine.
Well, that's good, I guess.
I didn't have any to begin with.
Nani?
Yeah, I'm not sure why you guys think that we have money. Where would we get this money from? You're the only ones that are getting +1s.
Well, the competition and so I assumed all of us were getting paid.
I'm getting paid.
Yeah, we have a
that's why I have
-4
a
instead of a
-4 in a
-5.
tower.
We have a -4 instead of a -5. That's where our pay is from.
Oh.
I haven't done all the battlefield looting because everybody else gets to it before I do.
We do have that fancy sword. We should get a sheath for it, by the way. That only
fancy
has
sword?
this one that does healing and necrotic stuff.
What?
Oh, the troll blood cursed sword.
Yeah, why don't we make a sheath for it that has the very bottom of it expose the tip of the blade. So that way, in a pinch, we can prick ourselves and use it.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Right, that was one that I was supposed to be carrying.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me who carries it.
Because I can, if you need to go into melee,
I want
I can
Brilliant
give
to
you.
get. I want Brilliant to be the one benefiting from it, but I don't care who
Yeah.
carries it.
Yeah, no, yeah, but okay. Let's go back out to the camp. See if we can find anyone out there that knows where Sir Jacob is.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way back out to the camp, and after asking around for a few minutes, you find somebody who tells you Sir Jacob had some errands to run in town.
Do you know when he will be back out here?
He's as like as not to stay in the castle. They probably have rooms.
You know, we might have to do this without him. That's fine.
So after all this gallivanting around, it is starting to get towards the evening. It's probably
We should probably
6 o'clock.
Yeah,
get this thing done.
yeah. Let's ask Revert. Do you want to come with us?
So you walk into Revert's room in the inn, and he's just sitting there, like, separating out and preparing 70 Molotov cocktails. He's got like a case at the open. There's like rags have been stuffed into the bottles. He's walking. He's just like shoving a rag and just stops and looks up at you.
You know, I thought you were crazy whenever you were making those things initially, but then we fought a fucking dire troll, and now my mind has changed. Could I have some of those when you're done?
Sure. Here, take 5.
Hold
lovely.
on. Meta is confused. How did you get the body into the city?
What body? You guys killed someone else? How many bodies do I have to clean up after you
They're in
guys?
camp. Outside.
Yeah, I thought we were in camp outside.
I don't understand the
Why
problem.
are you in the inn?
You
can stay at the inn.
We're not staying at the inn?
Oh, that's right. He took his disc all the way. He just walked right through town with it.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't. He was ordered not to keep it near the soldiers.
So he took the dead body into town.
Sounds like it.
Okay. Well, where is it now?
Right there. And I point and it's just laid out next to me. There's a couple bottles stacked on it.
Revert, would you be able to come with us just for a little bit?
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie, Revert. I would fork some more money than usual over, but I blew it all on the bow.
For what?
On the bow.
No. What would you be giving me money for?
I gave you money for the bow, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I blew all of it. But we might need a bit more money. I'm not sure for Beryllian. Would you be willing? If it comes down to it?
I suppose it's better than carrying him around on a disc the whole time, the lazy bastard.
That's a spirit.
Thanks. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm strong enough to carry him.
I've got a disc.
Okay. Great,
Maybe
let's go to
we
the
should not
cathedral.
do that to the church. They might frown on that.
I
I'll
don't
carry
think
the
they
body.
care if gnomes do it. Worst case scenario, he might get kicked out of town.
And I have enough here to burn the hot town down in retaliation.
We kind of need him. We can't have him get kicked out of town. We need him.
I don't think you understand. They don't. Nobody really keeps track of gnomes. If they start breaking laws, they just say, "Hey, leave the town," and then just come back the next day. That's
I mean,
sort of how it goes.
It's done more via picking them up and forcibly ejecting them from the town, and then not keeping track of if they come back the next day. I mean, if they actually do something that ends up causing a fire or deaths or something, then they'll probably just like snap their neck before they toss them over the wall the next time. But unless something like really bad happens, they just mostly ignore them.
I can carry
Okay.
the body for you, Reverend. If you're comfortable with the tensor's floating discs, by all means.
The disc appears.
Very well.
But before we leave, I close, because I guess we're staying at camp instead of the inn. I close the flap of my tent. I cast Prestidigitation to make a mark appear on it. It's this.
Okay.
Oh, that is nice. Even I know what that is.
Great. Let's go.
Yeah.
Why don't we
Okay,
get the rest of the party?
As you do that, you see a couple of soldiers who had their tent set up next to this tent, picking up the stakes and beginning to move their tent further away.
That's
Probably,
that's why that's there.
probably the
I-
best choice they've made in the last couple weeks.
I don't know where Idle is, so if he
Idle
wants to come with
torment.
us, then
This is towards the evening. I assume they would go back to, I just want the party to get an opportunity to get in on this. This would be the time. I would make an effort.
I'm trying to get there.
Yeah.
Hours passed that I did not think would pass.
I mean, things happen.
So do you want to come with us or not?
Yeah, I should probably be there.
Okay. Let's go.
So you head to the church.
What do we see?
Okay. There are, I mean, it's a big cathedral. It's a little bigger than the one in Sarkany. It's definitely more elaborate. It looks like they have more money.
I'll be brief. First fella I see that looks official, I'll tell them what we're here for. Looking to get our friend, back. And I'll go ahead and be
Hey.
wearing the insignia of Sir Jacob just to look like I'm not a schmuck, and I'll dress the part.
We're retainers of Sir Rolflin, not Sir Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I will explain that he is a warrior of the church.
What, Sir Jacob?
No,
Beryllium.
our friend here.
Yeah, he died for,
Really?
Was
No
it-
shit.
Yes, he is a warrior for the church. He was trained by the church back in Sarkany.
Yep, he bravely defended Lady Glen in her estate. Helped us kill that damn troll.
Well, we'll see what we can do for him. Do you have any coin on hand?
Absolutely.
Do we roll?
Otherwise, we'll have to see if his family's willing to cover it, and by then it might be quite expensive.
His body is fresh. I do know that our clerics did preserve the body.
Well, it looks to be in pretty good shape. Let's see. So there is the matter of the bookkeeping, though. I'm afraid. You did have a fellow who was here earlier, Sir Jacob. He expressed some concern. He said he didn't have much coin, but he did leave us a little bit. So we'll put that towards your friend here. What have you got on you?
Do we make a roll?
Yes,
Do we
And
make
we're
it with
putting-
advantage?
you do.
Okay, and what am I putting a +3 on this?
If Revert is giving you his items to get you a +3, then sure.
Sure.
How much are you willing to put in? I wouldn't ask +3 just like that.
I just dropped it just like that.
You brave, generous soul.
Oh, Agatha, are you typing it?
You don't want me to roll it though. I've not been rolling good on wealth checks tonight.
No. We're rolling it.
I think Brilliant should roll it.
Really?
It is his
It's all
character.
good with me.
We're looting
Me?
his body to pay for his resurrection. That seems fair.
Roll with
Yes.
advantage -1. That's the wealth check.
Yeah, I guess that does seem fair, don't it?
-4 plus 3, so -1.
If that's not enough, I'm willing to burn an inspiration.
Okay, burn an inspiration, because that is not going to get any kind of resurrection.
Roll one more time. D20 -1. Fuck me.
Can I burn my inspiration?
I don't care. Go right ahead.
Man, you rolled a -1.
What the
Can I
fuck?
burn my other inspiration?
You people suck at these
Did
inspirations.
you get another one from?
He did get one when he died,
I
and he had
started
one
with one.
before.
Fuck it. Sure.
Can I use Nala's bardic inspiration?
No.
Damn.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Finally, shit! 4 times
Alright.
you rolled that shit.
5. 5 d20s.
Well,
That
you guys had a
sucks.
lot of inspirations. Okay.
We just kept finding pennies everywhere.
We found
Alright.
the right couch.
Well,
we used up all our inspiration, though.
It was the 6th house we
And-
went to, but it was the
and
right
all
one.
of Revert's money.
What do you mean? That was only half of it.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So they begin to prep the ceremony. And it will take a little while before they will start. But I assume any of you that want to sit in can sit in. It's not all that
I would love
incredibly...
to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me, too.
I think, Emmy, while this ceremony is going on, you probably see a familiar face. But, yeah, there's a whole set of various priests and monks that show up, and a couple of the paladins who are local. They sit in towards the back, and yeah, they basically lay Brilliant out. Typically, they strip people down and just toss a cloth over them, but given that this guy is a paladin, they do not do that. In this case, they leave him armored. If you have his armor on hand, they will armor him up first.
I don't think we ever took it off.
Nope.
Okay. Well, you talked about it, I wasn't sure. And yeah, so they go through like a long kind of Gregorian chant, and you know, at one point they begin to apply a small amount of this liquid, which you presume to be tree sap, and yeah, they sprinkle loose earth on top of him, and yeah, and then one of the priests basically starts to slam his hand down on this guy's chest, and he wakes up.
Wait, I thought... Okay. I just thought we were casting Revivify. But sure.
They gotta make
So-
it fancy.
The last thing I remember, we're still in battle, right?
Yeah, you were in battle with a troll, but now you're inside a church.
So I wake up and like my arms swing as if like I'm swinging a greatsword before I realize that I'm not in the grip of a troll, and I'm like, what happened?
Does he punch the priest in the face when he does that?
I'm
Make
sure
him roll
they've
for
had
it.
experience about this. I'm sure they've had experiences
Yeah.
where the paladins, so...
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have like it's not like he has his weapon drawn. They would have it on him, but it would be holstered. or sheathed. So I don't think there's a big issue. I think they step back after they perform they smack them in the chest and step back and hold their arms way up. And the chant continues, and it's all very pretty. And yeah, it takes a minute before your good friend Borellian manages to kind of get his wits about him, where he can sit up, but eventually he does.
Side
Mind
note, am I able to catch just like a smile?
Not during the ceremony, but you do make eye contact with the person you
Great.
know.
I thank the priests who resurrect me, and then I go and thank everyone who threw in some money.
Yeah, glad to have you back. Actually, you should be thanking Revert. He's the one that actually forked over most of that.
No problem. Just keep
I
throwing
think
yourself in between me and trolls, and we'll be fine.
Preferably without dying.
No, die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that dying is bad.
It is
So
a less
I'm
than optimal outcome.
I'm at full health, right?
Technically speaking, you are at 1 hit point. Were you willing to come back to life? Because if you weren't, you die.
I was willing.
Okay.
No,
That would
no.
be the biggest troll ever. All these fucking inspirations burnt in money. Nope.
The spell neutralizes any poisons, cures
That
any
is
non-magical
fucked up.
diseases. This is not revivify. This is raise dead. The wealth DC is the same.
Okay.
They used the better spell.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, your mortal wounds are closed. You didn't lose any body parts. You didn't lose any organs. You still got your head. You have a -4 penalty to your attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. And that is going to be improved by 1 point every time you complete a full day of downtime. So everything's going to suck for the next 4 days. Actually, it's going to suck for longer because you don't have any downtime. You have to leave.
That's
I don't
not
suppose we can
good.
Tenter's floating disc him do downtime.
And well, he can make a check to do downtime out in the wilderness. That's fine. But that's a check. That's not a freebie. In addition, you suffer 1 failed death saving throw, which is permanent.
What scar does he have? I have mine right at my stomach.
I don't remember his exact cause of death.
Brilliant. What's your scar?
There's a burn on my back because that was the final death save.
Oh,
Scar buddies.
Yeah, so you have a large burn scar all across your whole back.
You know, I would say that's the worst thing I've looked at, but I've seen some slaves in their backs, and their backs look horrendous. That's not too bad. I think it looks good on you. I wouldn't know out of character because I think your armor's on.
Did he say it looks good on you?
Yeah. A scar?
Okay.
Battle scars? What? I would think the Goliath would be like, yeah, battle scar looks cool. Or
I don't
something.
know. My skin's so tough it's hard to scar me.
Your skin is nothing but scars. That's why your skin is so thick.
So I look at my burn mark and I'm like, trolls didn't use fire. How did this happen?
Well, you can't see it right now with your armor on.
I bet it itches something fierce.
Yeah, it probably does. Okay, so you have restored the paladin to life
Oh, brilliant.
through an incredible amount of inspiration being expended and an
Yes.
incredible amount of money.
As it should be. Why don't we get you to the bathhouse, Brilliant? I'm sure you're exhausted.
Thanks. I feel like death warmed over.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So for all of you except Berlin, this counts as a day of downtime. You've been very busy, so you don't really have time for a lot of training for the most part. If any of you didn't do any shopping, you can certainly go look around and see if you can train something you've already started, although you're in a different place, so it's a little weird.
Oh,
I don't
Brilliant,
mind.
before I forget, we did find this magic shop place that sells, like, weird magic rings. I
You
got
are
this
saying
thing.
this when we're outside of the city, right?
When we're
Not
outside the
inside
church.
the church.
When we're outside the church, at least.
Right as they're walking past that big group of paladins.
Oh my god. Can we just please?
Yeah, we went to the bathhouse. We went to the bathhouse.
Okay, you're in
Yeah.
the you're
That's
in the
fine.
bathhouse, and you're okay.
Yeah, but I'll tell Brilliant that. And the place and such. If he's interested. They are pretty expensive, though. We have no idea what they do. It's kind of a random thing.
One of the ladies at the bathhouse says, "I'm sorry, did you say something about magic rings? You weren't dealing with those gnomes, were you?"
Oh, no, I'm saying that the rings were quite magical as in
She's gonna hold her hand up, and you're gonna see she's got a ring on one finger, and her hand has an extra finger on it.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, lady.
You just
I
be
don't even...
careful.
Yeah,
just
I
be
haven't even
careful with
worn the
those
ring
guys.
that I got. It just looks nice. Wow. Okay.
Just be careful.
Yeah.
Berlin will look at that extra finger and just seem doubtful if he wants to go and risk it.
I can understand if you don't want to go, given that everything that you've been through. I just want to let you know, just in case you know, give it the option.
I nod.
One of the other girls is gonna say, "Oh yeah, I got 3 of those," and she's gonna hold up her hand with 3 of them, and she's like, "None of them did anything."
Oh. You know... Yep, I'm not going to say anything. Damn, that sucks. I really hope mine does something, but not something... I'm just going to kind of stew in the bathhouse.
As a matter of fact, I can't even get rid of them. Nobody will buy them. I'm afraid they're gonna show up as magic when the paladins come around. I'm gonna have to bury them somewhere tomorrow.
Oh. If that's the case, why don't I take them off your hands?
You know what? You want them, you take them. And she's gonna take all 3 of those rings off and give them to you. The other lady is gonna say, I would give you mine, but she's gonna pull on her ring and it will not come off of her hand.
We can chop your finger off.
No. None of that. Apologize for my Kirk friend. Barry,
Not the first Goliath we've had here.
Huh. Well, thank you.
Those rings are all they're like plain iron bands.
Is it the one that looks kind of like the one that Idol got?
They all well, why don't you make
Idle didn't
an
take
investigation check? He means
Emmy.
make an investigation check.
Holy shit, I know.
You do know. All 3 of these rings are almost identical to the one Emmy got, but none of them have that single like engraved stripe on the inside.
Okay. Oh, that's neat. I will totally find the magic people in our party. And pretty please ask them to tell me what this ring does. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the candle double wick one.
So who do you go to?
Oh,
So
Redhill.
I'm in my tent.
I go to Revert.
I have been bothering Revert a lot today. I feel kind of bad. Have I thanked Revert? I should thank Revert regardless. I'm gonna go to Revert.
If you did, you didn't thank him enough.
Yes. Yeah, I'll basically ask Revert and thank him at the same time for everything he's done today, because he has done a lot for us.
Yep.
Ah, no problem. What do you got there?
Some
I got-
rings that we don't want to put on until they're identified.
Yeah, we'll pull out a cloth with a ring on it.
Ooh. All right. I whip out my pearl
Okay.
and I start rubbing it all over the
Which
magic
ring
rings.
are you identifying?
The twice as bright one first.
Yeah, I would have told
Okay.
Revert even though
One
he can
moment
read it
while
anyway.
I get that for you. If I can get this one, I didn't make a pretty block for it. It's in my phone. Actually, all of them are in my phone, so you have to give me a second to copy it with the little snipping tool in my phone and then give
So
it to you.
It's a cursed item.
It is not a cursed item.
At the end of the campaign, you have to say half as long, twice as bright. And then you have to kill one of your 3 best friends with the lightning bolt.
What?
Sounds like a pretty good item to me.
Someone's gonna get that reference.
I don't get it.
I don't know. All right, Robert, hold on a second.
So did anyone actually go into town and buy the things that y'all said that we needed?
There you go.
I bought lamp oil,
Like-
yeah. I bought a lot of
Tents,
lamp oil.
candles, Wilfred creepy costume, iron, cart, better
I
horse
forgot
armor.
to get a tent.
I was not told any of that. I was told lamp oil.
I posted it in the chat.
I
No
was
one was
You
told
even
assigned
you
to
even
it.
lamp oil.
posted scrap iron right after it.
I was
No one was
told
assigned
and then
to
you
lamp oil.
actually
I
you
looked for
rolled for
scrap
scrap
iron.
iron.
That's for a personal
All right,
project.
there you go.
Yep. And I read that off to Agatha. Here's what your ring
Right.
does.
Would I have had the time to go in and try to find a
Ooh.
personal tent?
I mean, you could make a check, but
Well, that's a very interesting ring. It's unfortunate it does not apply to me as much. Because if it did, I actually would have gone for it. Hmm.
Is an 8 enough?
fuck it, sure.
Okay.
For a tent for just you, I'm sure it is.
Okay.
Can I look for horse chainmail?
Horse chainmail? No, you're not resurrected until late enough in the day that the smithies are closed.
Oh,
There's a general shop that's still open, but Emmy barely makes it in before it's closed for the evening.
I'm gonna be right back.
Revert, what does mine do?
I don't know. Let me see it.
Here you go.
All right.
Okay. Alright, let me fetch.
Unrighteous were turned to ash, and the unrighteous were turned to ash, and the unrighteous were turned to ash, and the unrighteous were turned to ash. Yes, they were, and the unrighteous were turned to ash. Look at them.
What happened? Everybody get quiet?
We're waiting in-
Tim
Copy
is
paste
getting
something.
my magic item.
Yeah, yeah. They're revealing to me just how bad this magic item is going to be for Emmy.
Ooh, bad.
What was the other ring?
You may or choose to reveal that information, but you are not obligated to do so.
Well,
Wait, did you say it out loud to Agatha? Because I'm in the room with you.
okay. Yeah, basically, you don't need to sleep as much, and makes it easier for you to hit harder, but increased chance of death as a side effect.
Oh, okay.
How much harder and how much increased chance?
Well, it's Agatha's ring, so.
Whenever you'd like, you can roll that. Whoever is gonna use that. It does not have a thing to do anything else with it.
Right, and then Emmy, your ring. Your ring has. Is it full AGR? Does it have all 6 charges?
You will have to roll it.
Oh, okay. I'll roll it then. Okay, your ring has 1 out of 6 charges. And
I was gonna let Emmy roll it. I will let Emmy roll it.
all right,
Another one.
Emmy, you want to roll high. All right. So this ring has 4 charges, and while you're wearing it, you can expend a charge after hitting with an attack to re-roll any 1, 2, or 3s on the damage roll.
Cool.
There's
Does
no
it recharge,
mechanism
or is
to
it just-
recharge the ring.
Okay.
I would recommend you save it for a critical.
You know, like if the paladin's about to die again.
Yeah.
Don't shoot
Or
any
when I
enemies.
crit on Revert while he's flying.
Well, in that case, you want to keep the 1s, 2s, and 3s on the damage roll.
Who knows?
I would remind you, I have 65 bottles of oil, and I know where you sleep.
Yeah.
What happened to the other 5?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I missed something. What happened?
I just got
Nothing.
a
Don't worry
ring.
about it. It's fine.
All right.
Is that? Can you type that to me, or copy and paste it, or should I just write that down?
I
So.
suppose, if you want to be lazy.
Oh, under Revert. Before I leave, this lady gave me 3 rings from that shop. She
Okay.
said they didn't do anything.
Okay.
I don't suppose you can tell if they can or do anything.
Yeah, I could probably tell that. I do a detect magic ritual. Are they magical?
Okay. They all ping as magical.
Yeah, they probably do something.
Wow.
What do they do?
Should I bother Miss Idell? I feel like I'm being a bit
I start identifying them.
Oh, you.
Okay.
Because if there's a good one, I'm keeping it of these 3.
Yeah.
Like, I just think, I identify one, I set it down, I identify the next one, I set it down, I identify the next one, set it
Yeah.
down. So,
Okay, one moment.
Meanwhile, Idle's just drawing in her notebook.
Torment's picking his teeth, so I mean, hey.
You didn't want a magic ring?
But I'd like to take a magic room if one of them would help me.
You should totally go tomorrow before we leave.
Also, Agatha, I have too many notes on my sheet, and I missed that I actually do have a +1. I have 1 +1.
Would you
So
be
that
okay
is
in giving me
yours.
that?
Yeah, that's yours now.
Huzzah!
It is hide.
I'll put 2 pounds just cause. Sure, thank you.
I have 12 pounds written down, but whatever.
Revert spends a literal hour identifying magic shit.
What else would he do? Trust us
Ha!
with that?
All right, that's great. All right, nice. And I said, oh, wow, these are great. And I put all 3 on.
What do they do?
You'll see.
Oh boy.
It reminds me, I'm sitting there. It reminds me of a story. How'd it go? 3 rings, something, 9 for people doomed to die, 1 to rule them all, yada, yada, yada.
Huh?
Hey, I remember that story.
Oh no.
Okay, so I only need
Oh, yeah,
to know
yeah.
one thing. I'm gonna make an insight check, and I only want to know one thing. Is Revert planning on murdering or betraying, manipulating us in any way with these rings? That's all I'm gonna roll for.
Okay.
Murder, betrayal, manipulation, wizard stuff.
Okay. Make yourself a roll, Robert.
Okay, I will roll something.
What does he think?
Well,
Sleep
you-
with 3 eyes open, fucker.
you might not want to piss Revert off. Especially when you hear him something like, wasn't there a line there about a Dark Lord and yada, yada, yada?
Oh, you're fucking with me, right, Revert? You're fucking with me.
No, the rings really are magical.
I'm
But,
sure they are.
Let's just say they're one-use magic items, and it's not the right time to use them yet.
Is
Yeah,
there anything we should know in the event the rings are used?
Sleep with 3 eyes open.
No, it's really... friendly fire capabilities of these are pretty low, so I don't think you have to worry about them.
Great. Okay. Well.
Well, I suppose that's
Yeah.
that.
I would assume that in my days of reading books in the monastery and learning history, I would have come across this story multiple times.
Well, gnomes have a long and studied history. They are known for their many legends, but they are not considered to be consequential in the world of man, so nobody has bothered to write them down. But there are references to many stories that gnomes tell.
Okay, so I
great
know
and
that I know.
powerful evils and
Yeah. Okay. There's not many times that you take a gnome at his word, but this is one of those times I will be taking the gnome at his word.
Okay, so you guys enjoy some time at the bathhouse, and yeah, you have a lovely time. You go back to camp out for the night. If any of you want to stay at the inn, there is room at the inn. Most of these soldiers can't afford to stay there. You guys have a little bit of an income, which is enough that you can afford rooms there. It is not expensive enough to require a roll.
Nah.
I've got a tiny hut. I'm good.
Yeah. So you guys enjoy some downtime. Other than Borellian, who is sort of sleeping off being dead. And yeah. You start to hear roosters early in the morning.
I get up. Dawn.
Yep. You can see that the army is already beginning to pack up their things. Tents are being stowed. Sir Jacob is out there sort of overseeing everybody.
Dude, the roosters just failed to wake me up.
We would wake
yeah.
you up if you don't get up.
Yeah, you're the last person awake, but you do eventually wake up.
I groan.
Yeah, Sir Jacob seeing you lot is going to be like, oh, I didn't waste my money. How are you feeling?
Like death warmed over, but I suppose I will get better. Thank you for
Here, have
helping
some of
with the
this. He's
resurrection.
going to give you he's going to give you his wine skin.
I thank him and take a swig.
Okay. Yeah, it is warm, it is nice, it is some serious quality booze. Sir Jacob says, no, you'll need it all. And he hands back the wineskin.
I just start draining it until it tells me to stop or it's empty.
Okay, you drink the whole thing. And, yeah, you are currently inebriated. But otherwise, you're feeling a little better. You can take one of those negative ones off.
I feel better. Thanks, bro. And then I give him a thumbs up.
Once the wineskin is empty, he will reach over from atop his horse and grab the empty flask from you. Say, we have a long march ahead of us. It's about all I can do for you.
Oh yeah, my horse. And then I just sit down and start casting Find Steed.
Okay.
Wait, you're
While
casting
cast-
magic while inebriated?
It's
What's the
fine.
worst that could happen? It's fine.
Yeah. So everything is fine, but your horse does get summoned upside down.
Oh no, poor horsey! And then
The
help
horse.
it back up and hug it.
So yeah. So the morning, dawn starts to approach. The sun starts to come up, and people
I get
start
my
to
bow,
march.
my bow, my bow, my
Okay.
bow.
Sir Jacob will take note of you running back towards the city, but he will continue to press the army forward.
Yeah, I'll go with him. Keep him out of trouble.
Okay, is everyone else following the army, or are they going into town?
Idle's probably half asleep.
Can I
she'll
just
follow the army.
wait in between? Wait where we are?
Yeah.
Not go back into the city, but wait for them?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so yes, you make your way on to where the gnomes had their shop in that basement.
Yep.
When
Detect
you
thoughts
get there,
before I go in.
When you get there, as you approach the alley, you hear the sound of people in heavy armor moving. And then you hear the sounds of very quick footsteps, and you see 3 gnomes riding cats, 2 of them with one hand each on this large bag, riding like south through town, through this alleyway. as fast as they can.
On
My
cats.
bow.
All right, I jump on CeeLo. Let's go, and I go after him.
Okay.
My bow. God damn it.
Leave an idol
Agatha
behind, or Agatha behind.
Okay. Yeah. So the gnomes are making their way south. You see these two knights walking into this basement.
I don't know where my bow is.
That's true, you don't.
The gnomes do not have the bow.
You did not see any of them carrying the bow as they fled.
Oh, god damn it, AGR. Oh.
Revert, there are rings spilling out of this bag as the gnomes run.
Okay. How, like... Alright, I have an idea. That won't work. Well, I guess...
6 rings fall out as you're chasing them up to this point.
Do any of them come close enough by that CeeLo could swallow them as he's running at full speed?
Well, have your rabbit make a dexterity check to see if they could kind of hop slightly out of the way while keeping pace to grab one, and then maybe a constitution saving throw to see if your rabbit can swallow it.
Well, that was Dex.
Okay, well that's a poor dex save.
So it just bounces off her?
Yeah, one bounces directly off of the rabbit.
Okay. My rabbit has 100 foot per round move speed when I'm dashing on
Yes,
it.
you can catch up to them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to catch up. Are they like obviously trying to run?
Oh yeah, they're clearly fleeing from that basement where those men were.
So I have the message cantrip, so I'm gonna use that to communicate to the other one. Hey, where's the bow?
Okay. You'll
And
hear
I'm
him.
clearly gaining on them.
Yeah, you'll hear him say, it's stowed in the attic. It won't ping.
Okay. I can turn you guys invisible if you give me the bag of rings.
You hear one of them shout, "Oh yeah!" And you see him reach into his pocket and pull like 3 rings. He tries the first one.
And he dies.
No, but he takes 2 fire damage as there's a big in front of his face. And he tries a second, and he turns invisible. The other one, though, does not have any rings. So you see one invisible, like there's a bag being held up in the air, and there's another visible gnome, and there is there's like they're riding on cats. So you see a gnome holding a bag, and then an invisible gnome is clearly there because he's holding the other side of the bag.
You know, it's going to be a lot harder to sneak out with that bag. And I can turn your other friend here invisible. It's really not that hard for me.
He says, "You want rings? Here's rings." And he's going to toss apparently 19 rings out of the bag, just, and he's going to keep running.
Okay, fuck it, I'll stop. I got what I wanted. 19 rings. I grabbed them. All of them.
Fuck.
Okay.
That's a lot of rings.
That's a lot of rings. On the way back to the shop, can I see if I can find any of the 6 rings that dropped before?
Yes, make an investigation check. Okay. I will say you find. We'll say it's at least 2 of them. You find 5 of the 6.
So I have a sack full of 24 magic rings.
Yes.
Great. Yeah, then I head back to the shop where I left Agatha.
I took off the Sir Wolflin insignia. They're kind of frozen, spooked.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah, you hear 2 men who sound like they're ransacking that basement. There's a lot of cracking wood and stuff.
Hey, so do I show up with Agatha when I hear that?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Agatha. Got some good news and got some bad news.
my bow.
In the attic.
Okay.
And they hid it in such a way that the paladins won't detect it as magical.
Okay.
So they say. So, I can turn you invisible, and then you can try to sneak into the attic. By, like, scaling the outside of the building or something. You're good at stuff like that, right?
No.
Well, I have detect thoughts running, Aegir, 30 feet. How many paladins are there?
Well, there's 2 in the basement, and it sounds like there is another one out in front of the front door, keeping guard.
There's only 3 of them. We could probably take them.
I'd prefer we don't have to do that. I just want my longbow. I really do. That's all I
The
want.
2 paladins downstairs, you hear them thinking about, well, there's not anything down here. There's a couple more of these bullshit rings. Well, let's search upstairs, see if the old man has anything. And you hear them starting to stomp their way up.
Call Agatha.
I need my bow. I have to have it. I guess do the thing.
All
Will
right,
you be here?
I'll stay right here until you get back.
Please do, thank you.
Or until you die. And then I turn him invisible.
Okay.
I check. I check where the fuck the bow is.
Okay, so these knights have moved inside the building by the time you get up there, and they are ransacking things on the ground floor. They have left the door open. At least it is ajar, so you can try to squeeze through there and get up there quietly. Why don't you make a stealth check? They are making a lot of noise and you're invisible, so you will not have a hard time. Just don't flub it.
Nat 1. Nat 1.
I'm assuming advantage, because unseen.
Yes. Okay. You very, very deftly move through the slightly cracked door. You quietly make your way up the stairs. There is a creak, but it happens at such a time guys are tossing things off the shelves and breaking things. So nobody hears it. And make your way all the way to the top of the steps, and there's sort of a little loft. And there's a ladder which leads up to what seems like sort of a platform, which is presumably the attic.
I go there.
Okay. Yes. You make it to the attic. There are a couple of barrels up here. There's nothing of obvious import.
How big are the barrels?
Barrel sized.
Yeah, they're roughly barrel sized. There's a few different sizes, but
Are they big enough to carry say something like a longbow?
They are big enough, but they are open at the top, and there's nothing sticking out.
How are the floorboards?
The floorboards, it's an attic floor, so you could see the ceiling joists from below before you came up here. There's 2 of the 3 walls you have access to are just like thatch roof with support, and then one wall is like a front wall, and then there's a big ledge, and kind of like a bench and then a window.
A bench.
Yeah, it's like a big, it's like a solid hunk of wood with a couple of cushions over it. It looks like.
I try to check the bench to see if it's got a flap or something or a latch. I don't know.
Okay, make an investigation check. Okay, well, you are pretty sure it opens, but you can't find a latch. It looks like you can take the top off, but you can't get it off. Like, it's not just opening and you don't see a latch.
Could I check nearby for another source to open the thing? I don't know, a lever, a switch, a button.
Yeah, make another investigation check.
God damn.
Yeah, you try, you look around, you think, well, maybe if I pull on one of these ropes in here, there's a couple of things where they were clearly hanging meats to dry. Maybe one of them was secretly some kind of pulley, and you pull on them, and all you get is spider webs and dust.
What else is here in the room?
A couple of barrels, that bench, which does look like it opens, and there's a little tiny kind of stitched together rug.
Let's check under the rug.
I mean, you knew the floor was nothing special. There's nothing under the rug.
Not a key or... I don't know.
I'll tell you what, make a perception check.
Now that's in my alley. Let's see if it actually goes through.
So you're really, really disappointed because you don't see anything on the floor. This rug, I mean, there's nothing down there, but then you look towards your hand and realize you're holding up this rug, and stitched into a little tiny pocket inside the bottom of the rug is a tiny, tiny key.
Okay, great. I'm gonna search everywhere on the bench for a keyhole.
Okay.
Something.
Make another investigation check. This time you kind of know what you're looking for, so I'll give you advantage.
Can I use a point of lucky AGR?
Sure. Whatever.
Those don't come back for me.
I'm just waiting for him to get caught up in the attic with a magic bow by the paladins.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Alright.
By
For
two
fuck's sake.
paladins.
You cannot find a keyhole, but you know it's got to go to this thing. You know you can open this. It
Just
sounds like
break
the
it, lol.
paladins are coming up the stairs. You're still a floor above them, but they're moving their way up the stairs.
You hear Revert message you. Agatha, you need to get the lead out at this point. They're one floor beneath you, and then you're trapped. So unless you want me to burn the house down as a distraction around you, you need to hurry it up.
I mean, AJ, I don't know what else to do other than, like, make another check to look. I know exactly what I'm looking for.
You know that this thing opens. You can't find a mechanism to open it. So I would tell you to find a different way to open it other than the key.
How much noise are they making up there?
A lot. They're smashing a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna try to wedge a python in between and hammer it open.
Okay. Make a stealth check. This time you don't have advantage because this is a sound. But they are making a lot of noise, so you can try to time it so that it's coinciding with them making noise. Okay.
Do I feel like that's enough?
You are really not sure if that worked, but that does open the latch. You hear a piece of metal break, and there's like a little spring sound, and the lid starts to come up. Inside of the container is a familiar-looking longbow, and you notice that the entire inside of this container appears to be lined with lead. Now you hear voices downstairs saying, "Wait a minute, I'm picking something up. There's something in the attic."
Wow.
It was in
Shit.
a lead-lined box.
Is there anything else in here? Anything else magical?
You don't see anything else magical in here.
Any item?
There is a small handkerchief, but it doesn't look to be particularly interesting, and it has some crumbs on it.
How big is this bench? Is it gnome-sized?
No, a human lived here. The gnomes were in the basement. This is a fairly wide bench that's set at it's at the windowsill for this big attic window.
All right. Are there any other avenues of escape through here?
You can go down the ladder. By the way, there's somebody at the bottom of the ladder. Or you can, I don't know, go out the window, the thatch roof, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, I don't have a lot of options here. Let's try the window.
Okay.
I'm taking the longbow. That is going with me.
Yeah. Well, the window has a wooden, like, shutter over it, but you can open it.
Yep. I'm going.
I'm sorry, what?
So I'm going. I'm taking off from there.
Okay. Yeah, you can make it out the window. You are on the, like, equivalent to the third floor. So you're gonna have to make an athletics check to climb down.
Would rope help in this?
Do you think you have time to tie a rope up?
Fair enough. God damn.
Okay.
The gods do not want me to have this.
You make it.
Hang on.
You are caught.
I've been really wanting to keep these luckies in case I need to make death saves, but I want this fucking bow.
You have the bow. Are you sure you want to spend a point of luck?
I don't know how important this is. Fuck it, I'll keep it. Yeah, I'm going. If I fall on my ass, so be it.
Okay.
Oh God!
You make it like down to the bottom of the windowsill, and you grab the next piece of like wood that you see beneath it, but it's a little weather worn, and it does not hold your weight. It gives, and you drop 20 feet, taking 5 falling damage.
At this point, I'm just fucking booking it out the city.
Yeah.
Am I loud enough to... Do I know where Revert is and where I'm at right now, actually, before I take off?
I think Revert knows where you are.
Okay.
Everyone knows where you are.
Oh, I'm fucking off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Revert will send a message to you about, everyone in town heard that. Get the fuck out. I'm gone.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to go ahead and make a stealth check to see if you can get like far enough away to duck somewhere.
He's still
And get
invisible,
out of-
isn't he?
I am still invisible.
Yeah, but you're gonna ping on detect magic, so you still have to figure out a way to get where they're not gonna be.
Do I see
There's
him
3
go?
people.
Because I was lying. I'm still there. Do I see him run when he runs?
You hear an
He's
oof.
invisible.
You're detecting thoughts. He went out the front. So you
No,
didn't
lost
see
detect
him.
thoughts with invisibility.
Mm.
Both concentration.
Well, then no, you wouldn't have seen him from the alley.
Okay.
Wait, can't you just run out the city?
That's what I'm doing, but I still need to make a stealth roll.
Yeah. In order to get far enough away that they're not gonna like continue after you, you're gonna have to.
Is it 3 knights? That's the only thing
There
I
are-
know.
there
I
are
will action
3
surge,
people.
double dash.
Okay, you action surge, double dash. Honestly, with that, I think they have a very low chance of catching you, but you're still gonna need to make a stealth roll.
Yeah, I don't
Just
see
in
any
case
reason why
they-
Agatha
Just in
would
case
need to.
they get lucky.
Do I get it with advantage?
The DC is very low.
I've been rolling pretty shit.
I mean, you're invisible. But you're pinged on detect magic. So if they choose the right direction, they just get lucky. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can make it all the way out of town.
Jesus Christ. Fuck.
I meet him at the gate.
Oh,
That was
fuck.
all you.
Oh, that was easy. Let's go.
Fuck me. Where's
Get-
my horse?
Probably still back in the
with
alley.
me.
I did not walk my horse to the town. It
Yeah,
would
no,
be,
I'm standing with it.
Very good. Excellent. I fuck off.
I'm waiting for you guys.
Right, so Revert was like, yeah, let's not stand here. We're walking. And Revert just keeps going.
Yep. So fortunately for you, it was not the gnomes that did the enchanting. You have flaming munitions enchantment on your bow.
Super,
And we have
super neat.
24 magic rings.
Yeah.
What's this wee business? I have a sack
I'll
full
be-
of 24
I'll be right
magic rings.
Well, I'm gonna be salty as a player if you hoard all those rings. I'm not
He's
gonna
not
lie.
hoard all of them.
He's only gonna hoard 23 of them.
23 and a
We shall
half of
start
them.
the bidding at 300 gold pieces. Do I hear 300? 300.
Do I get a wizard buddy discount?
Absolutely. Because, like, as we're traveling with the army, I'm going to identify every single one of these rings. And Agatha, you don't want to know just how close I came to being like, all right, I cancel invisibility on Agatha, put it on myself, and Molotov, 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 Molotov.
There would be repercussions if I did not die.
Well,
There- I
not
would
for
have a lot
you.
to think. I would have a lot to think about.
I wouldn't have told you. We would have heard the news, like, on the way back. Oh, yeah, Glent burned down. No idea how that happened.
What's a
I
glint
mean,
again?
Agatha wouldn't know about that, but the invisibility thing. And then coincidentally, there would be things.
Well, the idea would be that I'd be attracting a lot of attention by literally being a flaming pain in the ass.
I guess it would have a really burning desire to catch you.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, they'd be all hot under the collar.
So this is a Quiver Whipper. I believe that is the name you did come up with. Mark IV.
The hell kind
For
of
what
name
it's
is
worth,
that?
those guys were never gonna catch you, dude. Like, they might have figured out what general direction you were going, and that might have sucked. But
I don't know.
the
I
chances
rolled
they were gonna
pretty
catch
shit.
you were
I
real
rolled
bad.
shit throughout that entire encounter. I'm like, oh my god, I might not get my fucking bow back at this rate. Oh, that was spooky.
I think it makes sense. It was thematically appropriate that your character was choking because that was a very important item. You had like a sentimental attachment to it. It went through hell with you. And it's a family heirloom.
Maybe not hell.
No,
Okay,
close
I
the
went to the
abyss.
equivalent of hell. I went to the equivalent of hell. I went through elf hell. Alfheim.
Because, I mean,
no,
hell
no.
is another
El-
plane.
Elf Hell is getting stuck on the wrong side of the battlefield from our party.
That is pretty hellish.
Onward!
Meanwhile, Idle's just doodling in her alchemy notebook with the rest of the army, wondering where the hell the party went.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Agatha
you
comes
knew
back
that
with
I
a
stayed
slightly
behind.
fancier bow.
Idle is not a morning person. She probably wasn't paying attention.
Okay, well, that's not my problem.
Yeah, Idle's probably going to ask Sir Jacob at one point, where's everybody else I came here with?
You cut out. I'm sorry.
Idle's probably going to ask Sir Jacob, where's everybody else that I came here with? Just at some point during the travel.
Where's everybody else that what?
That I came here with.
Oh, well, they're back there somewhere.
I didn't see them in the back of the group.
Well, if they're straggling, they're straggling. They know which way to go.
Do you mind if I stay with you until they're not way behind?
That is fine. I don't think the party has any trouble catching up.
No, I mean,
Probably
once
not.
they get back and, Revert has the rabbit and, I have Agatha's horse ready. So, the moment she runs up, gets on the horse, we gallop off.
Yep. Want nothing to do with this city for a while.
And it's not that hard to find where the army went.
Right. So anyway, as we're catching up to the people and then falling into line with the army, I would like to identify these rings.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably takes me all day to do it, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
So do I need to roll 24d100?
Yeah.
Oh
my fucking
my god. 97. 5. 2 5s. Oh,
A
got
9.
double.
It's just a single ring
You'll
with a
have to
total
give me a
value of
minute.
1,087.
We got. So we have 2 5s. We got a 69.
Nice.
We have.
Oh, does that give you expertise on performance?
Only one kind of performance.
Did we have any other duplicates?
The only one that matters.
34. 33. 74. 32, 33, and 34. Oh, no, we have 2 33s as well. And we have 2 50s.
33, 32, 34? Hey, Robert, we found a pair of what you had.
We got 2 number 5s, 2 number 33s, and 2 number 50s.
And a number 9 with cheese, a number 7 extra large.
That's exactly the meme I was thinking of.
You want fries with that?
If Revert wants to, and we can get away from the army group for the time, Idle can help with identification just to cut down the time required.
It's not going to take actually all that long.
Also,
Ritual
he wants to
casting will take a
identify
little
them.
over 3 hours.
He wants to identify them himself, so he doesn't have to share.
I mean, that's fine. If he wants to, he wants to. I'm just saying the offer's there.
Yeah, it's only going to take me actually 4.5 hours or so. I'm totally going to be sharing what these are with everyone. Just figured it'd be easier just for AGR to just have it all in one big block and he can just send it to one person.
Yeah, I mean, you have my spell list in your book. If there's anything especially like rituals that you need help with, I can just be another body to cut down on time.
Sure. Appreciate it.
So this was a super eventful day. Did not expect the party to get like 20 magical items.
25.
I gotta. This one I
Nope,
have a block for,
30.
and I need to get.
We need to have at least one ring that summons a horde of cats.
I can one up you. I got a cat.
Cats are evil!
No, I got a cat too.
I've actually got 2 cats, but only one is loud. But she is loud enough that you will occasionally hear her from across the basement. Like, if you hear a meh, just really quiet, that's probably her upstairs looking for cheese, because my parents spoil her with cheese in the morning.
That's nice.
Okay, let me get you this one.
Yeah, until they feed her too much cheese and she throws it back up on my sleeping couch.
Gross.
Yeah, I've gotten the habit of just putting 5 blankets or 5 like old beach towels over the couch for when they do throw up cheese, because it's just easier to clean that up.
So we actually had 4 duplicates.
Mm-hmm. Poor AGR.
Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, he decided to roll the d20, so.
Were you planning to give us that many magical items? Like,
It just worked out that way.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even have to pull off one of these rings and use it on the paladins.
You didn't even have to burn a spell slot. They just gave the shit away like candy.
So both of the 5s are these?
Oh god. Am I gonna have to write all this shit down in the wiki?
Yes. At least what I
Fucking
share.
hell.
I can write it down in my notepad and then send that to you to just copy and paste onto the wiki.
Everything from here to here was the same as the other rings you got. Hold on, I'll post.
I'm sad Gilbert isn't here. He loves D100 tables.
We only got like what, a quarter of the whole table.
Yeah, it's a lot, but fortunately, about half the table, not quite half the table, is easy for me. So.
Sorry,
Right.
6 to 49 was which one?
Those were the ones I mentioned to you previously after the second item.
Got
the
it.
ones you got from the bathhouse lady.
Right.
They're similar.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I got that many of those? Great.
I
But
should
which one is the one?
hold on though. I should roll. How many of those do you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in this new batch.
Roll 11. E2 minus 1. Should say it's D2 minus 1 11 times, but all those twos are ones, and all the ones are zeros.
Okay.
0 1 0 0 0.
Well, then I guess I'll take that first result then.
That's fine with me.
1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1.
That's 2, 3, 4, 5
And I think there
zeros,
was a 2.
6 ones.
Yeah. 6 ones, 5 zeros.
We got pretty good
Unfortunately-
spreads on both of those.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I got all the rest of these. Because
Wonder how many of these are attunement.
I have a couple of these that were.
There are 3 that are not attunement.
Oh shit.
I got some of these that are half, so I'm gonna work over those, and we'll get to them when I make them not broken.
Good luck with that.
Can you at least tell me what the 97 is? I'm just curious because it's such a high number.
I don't
Yes.
wanna.
It's
Okay.
a 9 and a 7.
97.
Alright, guys,
I don't-
I'm falling
I'll-
asleep,
I'll-
so I'm outie.
All right. Have a good night, mister.
Have a good one.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh god.
It's weird hearing that.
What the fuck?
But
Just the sudden random woman talking.
oh, TeamSpeak, yeah.
Like imagine having that with like 15 people constantly come jumping in and jumping out.
Been there, done that.
It's obnoxious.
User connected, user disconnected to your user connected to your.
Yep.
So, that ride.
How to put myself on push to talk.
Yeah. So I've decided what we should be doing with these rings.
Hand all of them to Sir Jacob and tell him to put them on.
Oof.
But we are the lower class.
We're at the middle
I
class.
got a bunch of magical rings, man. I ain't no lower class of anything.
Okay, well you have the ring.
Speaking of which, I do hand one of the 50 rings, like the number one of the number 50s, to Idle. And tell her she should use it.
Ooh, spellcasting me magic ring.
Oh.
Do you know? Does Idle know what the 50 does?
What does
She does
it?
now.
Oh, this is a ring of protection.
I do like protection, but
Wait, isn't that just a +1 AC?
And saving throws.
Oh fuck yeah!
as much as I like protection, I haven't really been much of a target. I do think that there might be other people who benefit more from it.
I give the ring to you. You may do with it as you will. Because Revert is keeping the other one. Because
I
he
assumed.
Yeah, because remember, saving throws mean concentration checks.
Yeah.
I do have slow. Yeah, we'll attune to it on our next short rest. It's not cursed or anything, is it?
Not as far as I can tell.
You won't know until you attune to it.
Little did we know.
If it makes you feel better, I'm like the first thing I'm doing is attuning to the other one.
So most of these are attunement?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
In this silence, I like to imagine that we're all looking at some amalgamous pachinko machine or slot machine.
Just all these rings coming down.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to give you because I don't like the rest of these.
Okay.
And I literally didn't finish the table, though I have like 3 of them that are like, I can't give you anything here because I figured, you know, just make something up because I'd only have to make one up, you know? Okay, most of the table's full, it'll be fine. Then I let you guys roll 24 fucking items.
Yeah, Emmy would just be writing silently in meditation and prayer. So this silence is fine for me.
I'm only riding this horse with one hand.
Do me a favor, Under.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a number between 1 and 6.
6.
Okay.
Sorry, was that supposed to be exclusive? In that
No,
case,
that's fine.
5.
Let me ask you, is your final answer 5 or 6?
7.
My final answer, if it's including 6, would be 6.
Okay.
The biggest number allowed.
Go big or go home.
It's either really good or really bad, and I'm willing to take that luck.
It's either really good or really bad. Either way, it's going to be really fun.
Okay, cool.
All right, I need you to do it again.
6. Definitely 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 6 again. Also, what ring number, ID number is that? So I can mark it in the list.
That's either of the 2 over 90.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you didn't win on that one, so I don't have to do that twice. Do it again. 1 to 6. I'm just moving down the list of a couple of these that I like.
Sure. Let's go with 1.
Okay. That one's interesting.
I will be right back. Someone ping me if I'm needed.
Okay.
My AC is 14.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I'm probably not going to attack you.
Okay. That's your 2 90 plus items.
Non-recharging, just to clarify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Non-recharge.
Okay, okay.
So this became the Christmas come early episode?
I had more content. It got late. I don't
It
know.
did get late. Okay. I mean, that's all but 4 of the rings. So, you know, it's not like you need to come up with everything right now. But holy fuck.
Yep.
Who's on our front line?
Brilliant.
Brilliant Torment.
Torment's got damage reduction. Brilliant, what do you got?
Smites.
Lay on hands.
All right, I've got a ring for you. Can a non-wizard use the elemental absorption ring?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a ring of at-will elemental absorption. Or absorb elements.
Holy shit, at will?
At will. It's a reaction cast spell that will give you resistance against elemental damage.
We
And
have...
do that as many times as I want.
Yeah. Basically, every time you get attacked by
you
elemental damage, you can use that ring to like halve the damage. Flat
You only
out.
have one reaction, but it's a first level spell. You cast it with any reaction you got.
We have a lot of illusions to start getting prepared.
We need to buy some lead line box or some shit. That's got to be on the list.
Is this attunement?
I'm back.
No.
What did we find?
Well, one of the rings was at will absorb elements. I gave it to Berlian since he's going to be on the front line, probably taking most of that elemental damage.
At will absorb. Oh, fuck.
I know, right? We got some good shit here. A lot of it's absolute trash, but we got some good shit.
You know, this just means the AGR is gonna start throwing like way harder shit at us now.
I mean, he already
That's
is.
fine.
He threw his CR-14 boy at us the other day. We mostly handled it pretty well.
Mostly.
That mostly
Looks
comes
at
night.
Beryllian.
He got better.
I got better.
Yeah, unless I specifically mention that it has an effect that requires attunement, none of them really have a requirement for attunement.
Okay.
Can we get a list of all the Mimi things?
Yeah, give me a second.
Cats and frogs and fire damage to yourself and
You didn't roll frogs, and you didn't roll fire damage to yourself.
but we got cats.
We got cats?
Is there a ring that would let me turn someone into a newt?
There is now.
No, I mean,
So we got two
have
of these.
4 blank spaces, so. But the rings had stronger effects for most of those 4, so I don't know if I want to give you a meme ring instead.
Well, that's interesting. That's not bad.
Cat summoning because he hates the ring he came up with before that.
Yeah, sorry, I just directly copy-pasted what AGR sent me for that one.
That's a good reason, though.
Yeah.
Keep the flavor text.
It doesn't make any sense without the context.
It's part of the law. It's
So,
gospel.
I mean, if anyone wants one of these 3 rings, I'm all for giving these out, but I don't know who would really benefit the most from it. Like I did for the Ring of Protection and Absorption.
If Agatha and I are gonna be standing right next to each other, then
if we have like 2 skirmishers that are in the middle of the party, we could give them the Rings of Lost Luck, so that the entire
Well, we don't want to
party.
give it to the paladin.
Yeah, so
'Cause-
skirmishers, like second line.
We don't want to give it to the rogue. But I could take one of these, and then anyone in the back line, if they need to re-roll, then they could re-roll. Because I'm usually going to be next to Agatha. Or Agatha takes one of these, and then I re-roll, because I get nat ones. And then I take my ring of 1s and 2s off, and give that to someone who rolls a lot of dice. Like a rogue or a paladin. Right? Hello?
Yeah.
What?
Makes sense to me.
Yep, thinking.
So, Agatha, you're okay not getting crits?
I did not say that.
Okay.
That's pretty tempting. And plus, I'll sharpshooter my shots. Having to re-roll a nat 20 in that case when I get a -5, that sucks, especially for me.
Well, I just don't want a nat 1. And you have a keen bow, but I don't have any way to re-roll my attacks. So if I was standing next to you and you had the ring, I would be able to re-roll.
Can't you do that on yourself? It says an ally within 30 feet of you.
Do
Oh,
you
does that-
count as your own ally?
No,
You're gonna
I'm
have to use
hostile
it.
to myself.
You're gonna have to use it on someone else. Like
Okay.
you attune to the ring, and then your allies, while you're attuned to the ring, have the option of doing this stuff.
That's what I thought.
Not you.
So someone else within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, it's
would
a
need to
ring
be
of,
attuned
well,
to
it sucks for me, but everybody else gets something out of it.
Andrew, did you get the burn twice as bright, last half as long? Ring as well? Another one?
Half as long, twice as
I
bright.
gave that back to whoever's that was.
Oh, that was mine, but I'm asking if you got another one.
I don't think so. There's
What
still
did that
4
one do?
slots AGR hasn't filled. But none of the ones he's filled was that ring.
What did that one do?
That one gives you +1 to melee attack hits and damage, advantage on initiative checks, and you require half the amount of rest as you normally do. But you get disadvantage on death saves.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would attune to it right before going to bed, sleep for 4 hours, unattune, get a couple hours off from that way, but
But you would have to take.
That's
You have to take a
dangerous.
short rest.
yeah, exactly. 6 hours out of 8, it's not really worth it.
Well, I'm okay taking the Ring of Lost Luck, but it's not really going to help. Because the only person that's going to be next to me is Agatha, and she already has a keen bow.
I can take it.
I mean, you know, 3
But-
charges a day, anyone can use it, so if Agatha wants to crit fish, she can crit fish with it.
I'm
You
just
can
trying to-
also move within 30 feet of someone who's about to make a death save.
That would be nice.
I don't want to go close to the front lines. Healing Word is 60 feet, not 30 feet for a reason.
Yeah.
Yep. We also got some the trash rings are basically rings that will let you cast mending once, and then the ring is useless. I'm setting those aside just in case we ever actually need mending for anything.
Does no one have mending?
I think both the wizards have mending.
I do not have mending. I
do.
almost never take mending.
I was gonna take mending, but then Sleuth said not to take it because he already had it. So I took guidance instead.
Good choice.
So I can just store those trash rings in my gnome hole, and we can pull them out when we need them.
How many non-trash rings do we have out of the 24?
Let's see. 2 rings of lost luck, 2 rings of protection, ring of cat summoning, ring of elemental absorption, ring of performance, 4 unknowns.
What does the performance one do?
It's number 69.
Expertise once per rest.
You get once per long rest expertise on a performance check.
Oh.
Dibs.
Have at it.
I think Gumbo should have that.
Actually,
Gumbo's the bard.
You haven't seen Gumbo in a while, have
yeah,
you?
but he already gets expertise.
Oh.
Double expertise.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Take it.
I mean, aside from him, I think I have the highest charisma.
It's yours now.
Do you do performance?
Not really, because I'm not proficient with it, but the ring would override that.
Okay. Idle, you stay back, right?
I do make it a habit of not getting punched in the face, yes.
Okay. So, would you be okay taking the Ring of Lost Luck?
I did say that I would be okay with that.
Okay. So if I run to between 30 feet, or within 30 feet of you, and then shoot, and I get a nat 1, I can utilize that to reroll.
Hey, guess who got a +1 to persuasion?
What?
I know, that's so fucking random, right?
How did you get a +1 to persuasion?
Things. I now have a +3 to persuasion. Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a secret feat that increases?
No.
He's got 7 secret feats.
I'm
Don't anyone?
confused.
All that time in Alpine, man.
Yeah.
Don't deal with the devil. Well, you do what you gotta do to survive, right?
Hey guys, guess what? I can now attack twice per turn.
Mm.
Twice!
Wow, like some kind of 5th level character.
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh,
almost like
man.
I multi-classed 1 level, so I'm 1 level behind everyone.
That's insane. Who would do that? Who would ever multi-class?
Yeah, what is the point of multi-classing? You never really get anything out of it.
I don't know. It's just power gamey bullshit. It should be removed.
Yeah. So, let's see.
2 attacks per action. Nice.
Nice.
I grant a +1 bonus to those within 10 feet of me for saving throws.
Wait, what? How?
Paladin aura. He's got an aura now.
Wait, he has Oreos?
Yes,
That
he's
lucky
got
bastard.
Oreos. Within 10
Oreos of
feet.
protection.
Oh, level 6. You're level 6
Uh-huh.
paladin.
Yeah, level 6 boy.
Right, because you didn't have to come in with a new character.
I'm very happy with how this session went.
Okay, let's redo my spell sheet.
Congratulations,
Um,
everybody.
Question. So the new UA stuff, has that been implemented?
I was gonna make a write-up for it, but you've got everything on there. I do intend to make a write-up, but yeah, as long as if anyone wants to look it over, I don't really care if you make changes based on the UA.
Okay, well, no
the
one's a
changes
druid here,
that are
so...
approved. Yeah.
Agatha is no longer samurai. She is now battle master. No,
Wait,
I'm
what?
joking.
I don't think you can do that.
I know you can't.
Now
That's
that
a
acted you
little
can't,
much.
coward.
Generating
a
a new
little.
spell sheet with new spells, and we got rings. We didn't get killed by a bunch of fucking paladins.
Yeah, those are some fun gnomes. I like those gnomes.
They were
Yeah.
fun.
I was really excited. I did not expect to give you guys that much stuff. I figured, well, if you guys run into anything that's a hole in the sheet, I'll just use one of the other things. And then you guys try to holes all in the thing because I gave you too many of them. That's okay.
Ooh, I get more spells!
That's good.
What do I get? What do I get? What do I get?
Those gnomes are fun.
Yeah, those are good gnomes.
Good dudes. Not like those other gnomes you guys saw.
No.
Like those
not like
murderous
other
asshole
gnomes.
gnomes?
Yeah, those guys.
Oh, I get rope trick.
That's fun.
It's a second level spell, but it lasts an hour.
I'm not sure if I want to commit to fighter all the way. It's going to be a while before I get the payoff of 3 attacks.
Level
Yeah,
11.
but every round, every level that you delay it is on the level that you delay it.
Yeah. Man, I had so much other stuff prepped, and this turned into a good session without it, but...
Don't worry, we're ready.
We're ready for
I mean, look
Freddy.
at it this way, Jared. Now you don't have to prep as much for next week.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Of course, I won't be here, so sucks for me.
Yeah.
Hopefully we
Well,
all get murdered.
This is why I'm trying to hand out the rings now, because I won't be
Yeah.
here next week to do so.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh! Go ahead.
Gonna be interesting. I'll try to keep in mind your absence instead of walking these guys directly into immediate death.
Okay. If everybody dies, Revert wasn't there. He fucked off and lived.
Right.
Noted.
Sorry, guys. But I put too much work into Revert, and yeah, I don't want to lose him.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, we
No
understand.
one wants to die, but everyone gets to.
No one's ever
Not
really
not if I have my way, I won't.
You're talking to a party with 2 wizards.
Exactly.
Mortality is subjective.
You know, you were 1 die roll away from a ring that had a casting of clone on it.
Oh. 2 Reverts.
You would have Reverend in a gnome hole. Another Reverend.
It's clone, not simulacrum. It's a backup revert.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but still. Revert dies, everyone's, like, oh shit, the gnome just blew up. Morning comes, Revert comes out of his gnome hole. Hey guys, what's up?
Do a double take. What?
You got a little something over there. It's just like there's like a little bit of Revert left on something.
Is anyone going to take the ring of cat summoning?
I absolutely will.
I will if no one else does.
I will roll a d3.
Okay, wait, who's what?
Idol's
You go in
1,
order.
I'm 2, and you're 3.
Idol is 1, Emmy is 2, you're 3. Do
I
it
should
in
be
the
in the
order.
middle.
Do it in the order in. Are your Madam Snipes still
Mhm.
on mine?
Yeah.
You're 3rd.
Oh, you're talking about on Discord.
Discord, yes.
Yeah.
That's
I thought you
where
meant
we're
on
rolling.
TeamSpeak.
That's what we're doing.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Yeet, motherfucker.
Hell, I don't care. There were enough rings. You can have one too. It's a ring of cat something. Who gives a fuck?
Another one.
Alright, so we'll call that number 57 then. So there's only 3 that you have to figure out.
I'm not gonna count it against you.
Oh, neat. Thanks.
So, do I roll D2 to see whether Idle or I get the cat?
No, you
What?
both get a cat summoning ring.
Oh, 3 of
And
us
this
wanted
is-
cat rings.
This
Oh,
is
no, you guys can fight over the second one. I don't care.
Yeah,
this
that's the
is
thing I'm talking
limited
about.
charges.
Yeah, you if you have the ring, you now roll the charges to figure out how many charges you will ever have for the ring, because it does not reach. Nice. Many cats.
So, Sleuth D2?
Many cats are we.
I hope you roll both 20s as 20s when you use this.
That would be fucking awesome.
I do notice that there's no time limit on the length of the cat, so those cats are now permanently going to follow you.
No, I mean they're cats.
They're just gonna fuck off.
They're gonna do cat stuff.
It is
You'll
a great
notice there
distraction,
is no
though.
action requirement.
So if we have a Beastmaster Ranger, we could have an army of cats. Someone bring Beastmaster Ranger. Cast animal friendship on all the things.
Good luck.
Go, my horde of cats! Go!
Just
All
dump
right,
12 D20
so
cats.
Idle. All right, Idle, Agatha, which one of you is getting the other ring? Figure out.
I want to roll a
which one of
D2.
you.
It's the
Okay,
fairest thing to roll
Idle
a
is
D2.
one. Okay, looks like you get the ring. Roll your charges.
I'm the only one who's not a crazy cat lady now.
I forgot the R.
It is
Wow.
a really exciting D6.
You guys are gonna have a lot of cats.
24 D20s.
If I get to keep a cat and manage to tame one, it will be named Buttons. Buttons.
Fair enough.
Suck a bear loin, I got 6 more cats.
This should be fun.
It's a lot of cats.
That is many cats.
Ooh, I get all the cats.
Those are real cats. You do not know where they came from. They are not illusory cats. They are not spectral cats. They are not magical cats. They are cats that probably came from somewhere.
If we use this ring, check for collars.
It's an old lady just like is sewing, looks at her cat, looks back down, sews, looks back up, the cat's just not there, and she's like, Sprinkles? Sprinkles? Sprinkles never came home.
When will my sprinkles come home from the war?
It's gonna be really terrible. You guys are gonna be on another plane when you do it too. You're just gonna be crazy.
If we're fighting some like alien bullshit and things are going south bad, I may use cats as an emergency distraction.
Since it doesn't say it even needs an item interaction, can they summon all 12 D20 cats at a single turn?
If you want to expend all your charges, I give no fucks.
250 cats.
What the fuck? Like the game lags. The world lags for all the cats.
You go into the developer console and you type in spawn 10,000.
And it's like super loud for a moment. Everyone needs to make like a constitution saving throw or be deafened for a round.
Just so we're clear, if we have to teleport or plane shift out of that situation, you fuckers have to go to Brever, because I'm going to be taking cats out.
You guys didn't get the ring where everything tastes like metal.
Well, that would suck. I'm sure glad that we didn't get that. Unless I was Robot. In that case, I wouldn't have given a fuck. Did you look at the new UA? They even got some like prosthetic shit. Super neat.
Yep.
I'm digging it.
I don't remember who I gave this to, but that's the description.
Yep. There's no recharge, but 1s, 2s, and 3s on your damage rolls can be rerolled. So that's great if you crit, clearly.
Oh, I didn't decide. I didn't decide whether I was gonna give it to the rogue.
It does not say
or
melee.
the
It does not
paladin.
say weapon. It does not say spell. Any attack roll.
So if we use a siege weapon for whatever fucking reason,
I mean, there you go.
So did no one take the Rings of Lost Luck?
I think Idle
said she was
took
taking
one. Right?
I have one.
Yep.
Okay.
I
I'm just
can
making
take
sure
the
so I
other.
can note down. Okay, so you're taking one then, Emmy, as well?
Uh,
I don't care. I'm just updating the list that I'm keeping between me and AGR so we know where the rings went.
yeah, Agatha's build
Sure.
is crit fishing for nat 20s, so
Okay.
I can pair it with sharpshooter. Sorry.
Sharpshooter doesn't do anything on a nat 20.
No, it doubles damage with a big plus 10.
But
My
it doesn't
entire
double
build
damage.
is centered on advantage. I am not doing that.
But it only doubles the number of dice. It doesn't double the 10 that you get from sharpshooter. You know that, right?
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm glad I got to use my table, although I overused the table now. So that's okay. I wanted it to be, you know, like really indicative of really what you should expect from gnomes.
It worked.
Make friends with all the gnomes. In town, at least.
Okay, so I'm gonna give the Ring of Certainty to Berillion because Wilfred's not here.
You can always wait for Wilfred. It's not a big deal. But yes, you may give it to Beryllion.
Well, what are we, level 6? What's the sneak attack die? At this
3d6.
point?
3d6.
3d6.
Well, I can already roll all ones and twos on my weapon attack.
Yep. You might want to give it to somebody who doesn't have great weapon fighting style.
Oh, then it's going to Wilfred.
He's also got that crazy expanded crit range and crossbow.
Mm.
Oh.
Only 15-foot range, though.
15 feet. More than enough to see your eyes.
Yep.
I'm just imagining that being like a Red Ryder BB gun.
Dude,
That's what I'm
it is,
picturing it.
that is a dangerous item.
Yep.
And you know it was fucking crafted just for some noble spoiled son so he could have something to take pot shot at the
Squirrels, birds.
yeah, whatever. Just sitting at the dinner table winding that thing up, just pointing at the servants.
Oh, Idle.
Yeah.
Just so you know, for the level up, I took Haste and Tiny Servant.
Haste and Tiny Servant.
Yep.
Okay. I
Oh,
still
wait,
need
we get
to
new spells from the UA.
update my.
I don't.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah, but no one cares.
happy to allow you to use the stuff in the UA that has been approved. You can find that list in the other D&D server if you look at the pinned stuff. I don't really care. I did not approve everything in that UA. You can see a list of what is approved and what isn't. There is